door, you piece of shit. All right.
Wait.
You know, we're live, and I just realized something.
What?
Hi, guys. I forgot to change the damn title again.
Oh my.
Okay, you know what? It said hi. It said hi, boys earlier. Now it's gonna say hi, boys, and girls with a U.
So my live comes up on my computer first before it comes up on my phone. That's fucked.
Is it direct connected still or no?
What are you talking about?
Did you try running your internet through a cord out to your router or no?
No.
Oh.
So I did that one time and it still didn't fix the whole like, hey, not getting enough stream quality video.
Who's joining us now?
Who's joining now?
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my fucking god, this guy.
Look, there's only room for one married couple in this, and I'm here and Corey's here, so we're the married couple. You gotta go.
I get to be the single one.
Now, guys, welcome back to the stream. What we're doing today is we are actually talking about ghost stories and stuff like that. Now, we tried to find the palest ghost-looking person we could find, so we have to deal with Chrissy here. She'll substitute for that. Yep, and she's gone. Nope, she's back. See, just like a ghost, she comes in and out. And you have the newly married Mr. and Mrs. I don't know their fucking last name, so.
Mr. and Mrs. Parsons.
Oh, you took wait, you took his last name? I am so sorry. Then again, I can't say shit. Somebody took my last name, so I'm amazed on that one.
I will say that one.
Now, Corey,
myself.
you need to get married so I can make fun of somebody else's last name for once. So I'll be like Mr. and Mrs. Shipyard, Mr. and Mrs. Send Off Town, or
Township, Townshed, Towns.
Are you guys talking? Because you guys are very quiet. Adrian, say hi. Yeah, you're very quiet.
I see a wall.
I see a big head and a long wall. Now, actually, put it back in the poster. I actually like that a lot better. Now, guys, nope.
All I heard was.
It's not. Your voice just now sounded like somebody literally farted into a xylophone and it came out on the other end. He did put
my volume is all the way up on my microphone, so I don't know why you can't hear me.
Let me try something here. No. Alright. Oh, wait, Corey, hold on. I think I know why.
Did you turn me down?
I turned the audio of the stream down the other day because it was just way too loud. Adrian, your wife has needs. Can you please take care of that? Why is it? Oh, it's 'cause, how did I get back to the tile? God dang it!
Hey, Megan. Technically, you're not flipping us off. Megan, you have a thumb up. You're not technically flipping us off.
I don't think that's a thumb. I think that's
Corey,
a thumb.
Corey, don't look now, but there's a dark shadow behind you.
I know it. It's fucking hot.
I can't hear Corey at all.
Corey, he's loud, Adrian, and I got their volume turned way up now too. Fine, try
Yeah,
that.
I don't know why you can't hear me. I'm facing the correct side of my microphone.
We don't pay attention to Corey. Is that what you mean? 'Cause we all don't pay attention to him time to time. What the hell just happened?
What?
My Discord keeps muting you.
What's muting who? Do you have you have a Bluetooth in, right? Because we can't hear you.
Yeah, he's got his AirPods in.
Can you hear us through the AirPods? Then why the hell is your microphone on it not working?
It's working, but it's barely picking him up.
It sounds like the phone's picking him up. Do me a favor. Hold your phone close to your mouth and see if it changes. I guess it is his AirPods, but the microphone sucks ass. Man, I thought I had a bad issue with my Bluetooth. Okay, touching him doesn't mean we're actually gonna understand what the fuck you're talking about.
No, he's tapping on him, and I can hear him tapping a little bit.
I can't.
I heard it slightly. I heard a. Oh wait, I should do this.
Yeah, thank you. There you go, Corey. That's why I did this, because I'm like, Corey, wrong way. Now, but Corey, remember, we also got ours going through actual decent microphones this time and sound cards, so it doesn't pick up us tapping on it. Oh, yours does. Never mind. You got a piece of shit one. Mine, it don't.
It does.
Really? That's the first time you said. Last time I asked you, like, no, I don't hear it. The question is, can you hear this?
Stop.
Hey, I didn't buy a penis-looking microphone for no reason at all, okay? There is a reason to all my madness. It's just not a very good one.
Well, until Jack and I get our place, I'm stuck with this.
Corey, you have an extra microphone. Pass it to her. All she needs to do then is get a Phantom Power Pack.
Not the other one.
I sent you a microphone, but you decided to buy a microphone for some damn reason.
It came with the fucking arm.
Yeah, that's your excuse.
What?
Actually, you know what? I got an idea.
Hey Jim, remember I actually ran that microphone without the Phantom Power Pack on it.
Yeah, and this what blew my mind. How the hell that one worked?
Because I know how to hook it up without a Phantom Power Pack. Because I'm special.
The funny thing is, it's when I sent you, it's designed to work without a Phantom Power Pack. I wonder if your computer actually it's the same stuff as mine. But then again, yours is a laptop. Now I'll make her feel special. I'll put that on. And I'm gonna.
She's already special. She's with Jack.
She's special ed, dude. I'm making her feel special, not look it. Hold on, I'm changing my audio real quick. Give me a second. Can you hear me?
These lines?
Kind of.
How about now?
Yes, I can hear you, but you got a lot of background noise.
I'm playing with the DPI. Hold on.
I can hear it.
How about now?
No, Adrian, I can hear you, but you sound like you're far away.
Oh, you're talking about him. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you, Jim, but you sound kind of muffled.
Hey, go back to your microphone.
Oh, turn.
Go back to your microphone, Jim. That just sounded like you. That just didn't sound like you farting in it. It just sounded like you humming it. It was like.
It sounds like a short.
Hi.
Do I sound better now?
No.
All right, I'm back to my normal microphone.
Do I sound better now?
No. I can hear you a little clearer now. Like I can hear kind of what you're saying, but you still sound like you're kind of like far away.
Am I back to normal?
Muffled. Yes.
That microphone works great, but I have to set it up before the video, otherwise, because it takes different settings than this bad boy does. But
no, Mom, I have not tried those crepes yet. They actually fell on my floorboard, so I actually did not grab them out of the truck because it was starting to rain. So I got my drinks out, and that was the end of it. Done.
No, Bush.
Could you make it a little bit more clear?
All right, so important question before we actually officially start this live stream, which we've been streaming for the last like 15 minutes, but nothing intelligible has come out yet. Does everybody have their cold snack?
No.
Mine is being fetched for me as we speak. Now, what do we, Chrissy? What I mean by cold snack is that's Corey's and mine's lingo for like beer or alcohol or something, or it could be a cold snack just like as a soda or something, but it's typically referred to as alcohol. Yeah, she's got a cold snack. Thank you. So
my kid's here tonight, so no Alkies for me.
You just peed on somebody's beard tonight?
I said my kid is here tonight, so no Alkies for me.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get you, Adrian. We told you, if your wife has needs, tend to them, please. Especially before the stream.
You are in a hotel room, mind you.
Is that where that? Oh, they're on their honeymoon or something?
No,
Meg's had commencement ceremony today.
she graduated from college.
Ah. Well, you sound kind of like far away, Chrissy. Just...
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
We can
Chrissy.
hear you. I just gotta pay attention, which is not my strong suit.
No, because you don't just have you don't have ADHD. Why? You don't have ADHD. You just have fucking full on retard.
Sorry, what'd you say? I wasn't paying attention. Like I said, it was my strong suit. Tell Jamal I know he can't hear me because I'm not talking to him.
Well, and there's no volume for him to hear.
Yeah. He's like, I can't hear you, Jim. Your mom's like, okay. I'm a really bad streamer. I don't pay attention to chat whatsoever or anything else. That's why I haven't started a Twitch account yet or started streaming there. So Corey, why don't you start us off with the conversation of ghosts, since that's what this live stream is supposed to be about.
Okay. Well, first off, one thing I actually want.
Before we do, a word from our sponsors. Oh wait, never mind. We don't have any. We're horrible. All right, Corey, go ahead.
So,
but if we did have sponsors, no.
I swear to fucking God, dude.
Don't swear to me.
You're not a god.
I'm a demigod, but it works.
So one of the things I actually want to show everybody is
keep it in your pants. Ordered. Keep it in your pants.
Shut the fuck up. I got shirts ordered.
Ah.
And so, Jim, I gotta order yours yet, but
why does it look like a 5-year-old druid?
It's some sort of like specialized thing that the guy. Well, it's Brandon doing it.
Who?
Brandon Blackwell.
Oh, he does that now?
Yes, him and his wife do. They do custom mugs. They do T-shirts. They do sweaters. They do all sorts of stuff.
I haven't talked to him. Actually, talked to him since the last time he did a live stream a few years ago.
Yeah,
I'm horrible. I'm a bad friend.
I'll have to invite you to his creation page.
So he makes now. Do me a favor, hold the picture back up again, because in all reality, the reason I made a joke of this because I couldn't read that. Is it kind of either blurry or too close together?
It's the print that he used for the shirts for the name, but
portal, spiritual. Oh, wow! Why? Yeah, why does it look weird?
It'll look different in person.
I hope so, because
it's the pixelation from the phone.
That's
to the camera
yeah. So I was saying,
it.
just it doesn't do it justice. I'll tell you that right now.
But yeah,
tell Jamal just because you think it doesn't mean it's true.
But on the back, he put that.
Ooh.
Okay. So
the logo's actually on the back of the shirts, and then on the front of the shirts will be names and position and then the name of the group.
So, quick question, not to get off subject real fast, but you said you had shirts made, plural, but you haven't got to mine yet.
No, because I gotta wait until I get paid to get yours ordered.
In the world gets their shirt before me, since I'm the second member of the group to ever join?
I get my shirt. Because I'm the fucking lead, motherfucker.
As long as you don't give it to somebody else before me, because I'm the one who actually started with you, secondary, as a second member, then I'm fine. Okay, well, I guess you can give it to Adrian next because he lives there. But if you give Jacob a goddamn shirt before me, I will literally kill you and then pee on your grave.
He's not in the group, so why would he get one?
I don't know, because you guys are strange, like weird little friends like that.
No. He
asked for a hand job. You give him one.
No, absolutely not.
That's a reach around. My bad. I apologize. It's me. I asked for a hand job, and you give me one.
I ain't even giving him that. You can do that all you want, but I'm not.
You know the worst part is, we probably will lose subscribers over this because we just put that mental image into people's head now.
Yeah, but nobody actually really knows what Jacob looks
Yes,
like.
they do.
Person.
Last
Well,
fucking
hang on.
episode, you shared the picture. Actually, last 2 episodes, you shared the pictures.
Okay, the pictures don't do justice of in person.
No, him even don't do justice of him in person,
Christy.
unfortunately.
Because she got to meet Jacob.
You know, the funny thing is,
To be honest, when I met him, I was already 3 sheets to the wind because of the Bahama Mamas.
you know, the funny thing is, honestly, because of him, when I first met him, I needed to be 3 sheets to the wind because, but nah, we joke about him, but he's a good guy. But doesn't mean I'm going to stop making fun of him, though.
The only
You met him at the rehearsal.
Did I?
Yes.
He's the one who's doing this a lot.
I don't remember that.
Then you're definitely 3 sheets
To
to the
be
wind.
honest with you, the only ones I really remember from the rehearsal are Sammy, one of Megan's bridesmaids.
Yep.
Is that the one who got kicked out?
The
No,
one
that was
we
Jesse.
shall not name. The other bridesmaid.
You mean the maid of honor?
We don't talk about her.
She's the maid that shall not be named. Or maid.
I remember Sammy's boyfriend, Colin.
Yes.
I remember you. And I remember your brother.
Wah, wah, wah.
My brother.
I think it
My
was your
brother.
Ted.
Adrian's
Adrian's
brother.
brother. Yeah. I remember him.
That's-
And those are the only ones I remember.
You remember Sam?
No.
He was the one. He was the one guy in the pink.
he,
He was...
he is also known as Sam Wise. Or Frodo, depends on how you want to go.
In pink or in green?
He was in pink.
Which one was in green?
That
Which
would have been
one walked my
Jacob.
daughter
That,
down now?
the ones that were in green were me, Kevin, and Jacob.
They were the important ones.
Okay.
Now,
Here, I'll show you. That's Sam.
Okay.
and look, that's Jacob.
Yeah,
Now-
but the picture still doesn't do justice for Jacob unless you're literally in person with him.
Yeah, and the sad thing is, Jacob is still kind of a little butthurt over this. But back last year in November, we made a trip out east, and we actually made it. Christy, don't look now, but there's a ghost on your bed. No audio. No habla español audio.
No English.
No,
Nope.
sorry.
Did your headset die?
Is it plugged in? Did you remember to flick the on switch to on? Oh,
Bye.
damn it, Corey! I told you to tune him up.
Hey, I think we got her.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. That is not a ghost. That is my daughter.
Yes, you
looks-
should have left
that
it
looks-
at that because it's funnier with her being a ghost, especially now she's floating around.
And the thing
Ooh.
is, she is a spitting image of you.
Why would you spit on an image? That's just nasty.
Shut up.
But so as I was saying real quick, Jacob's still mad at me, well, and Corey too, because the plan was we went out east to go see family and friends, and we made a week and a half trip out of it. We went to Georgia, then North Carolina, and then we spent the last 3 days of our trip in Kentucky.
4 days.
Because
3 or 4 days.
Corey and I have been best friends for 10 years now. Okay, well, I should say 9 because the first year we hated each other's guts. Okay, but we have never met in person at all. Right? We just seen each other live streams and all. We started this channel together. Last year was the first time ever we would meet. Well, it was gonna be the first time ever I met Jacob and Adrian as well. And according to Jacob and Adrian, when I got there, Corey was supposed to let Jacob know, so either he can get a ride to come over and join us, or he can, drive a car if he ever had one to use to come see us. But instead, the whole time went by, and he had to deal with an hour and a half meeting at his house outside, staying next to my car on our way home. And man, howdy, she has some issues with her system, isn't she?
There she is.
What?
your
And
mic
now you have
again.
no audio. Is she on a desktop or a laptop?
I don't know.
Is she using a capture card?
I don't know.
Does she have any decent audio setup?
I don't know. I don't know what she has and what she
You
doesn't.
ruined it. I was aiming for 3 I don't knows, but you had the 4th one in there. Now the joke's ruined. Because you have to say it 3rd time's a charm. I was going to prove it wrong. Well, no, I guess you still made it right because you were on the 4th
Can
one.
you hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
What in the hell are you doing?
Okay, so basically, for some reason, my
God.
camera kept taking my audio, and then whenever I would move too fast, it would freeze the camera up. So I went
Well-
back to settings, put my audio on this.
Which
And we can
I just
actually
had my
hear you.
camera.
Yeah, and we can send you
can
a hell of a
actually hear
lot
you
better.
clearer.
Now, I will say this. Can your daughter hear us in the background, by the way?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, never mind. My joke's going to be mute then. But I was going to say, I noticed your issues started happening as soon as she walked in your bedroom door.
No, I was having the issues before then.
Well, you ruined my joke.
I'm telling you, she's not a ghost.
Well, you know what? I don't have issues anymore. I actually turned them all in and got a subscription.
The dumb shit world.
Hi, Stag.
What'd you say?
Oh, they froze.
No, they didn't.
It sped up. Like, literally froze man and then real fast. So, Theodore, welcome to the live stream. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
This will work a lot better if it was a podcast and no cameras are being shown.
No, he's Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Give her your headset so she can hear how close he sounds to
I just
Theodore.
sort of walk up. Just sort of walk up and put her ear next to it. Can you hear me?
And if you
She finds
think
it hilarious.
if you think about it, he does sound like Theodore, not Simon or Alvin, but he does sound like Theodore from the live action movies. You know? Yeah. Hi. That's my oldest boy. He's like, So, I look.
Hey,
Theodore
Corey,
saying
your
hi.
audio is coming in and out.
Apparently, your card does not like using Theodore right now because it is glitching now.
Mm-hmm.
There, I turned it back off.
Thank God, because you sounded not thank God, because you sound much better as Theodore. Now, if
Shut up.
we can work on this, we'd be a lot happier.
What am I hearing?
You're hearing him. He's trying to talk. Yeah, he's singing Alvin, Simon, Theodore. You know, from the TV show.
Yeah. That's my childhood growing up.
How did we get off subject again?
Because we did. We immediately, like,
Man,
It's your fault.
we do that quite often, don't we? So, where do we leave off at, though?
Corey was talking about the shirts.
All right, continue.
yeah, but before that, we were supposed to be talking about ghost stories, and then we got sidetracked, and I was like, "Ooh, hey, got this," and then we sidetracked to wherever the fuck we went.
It actually is more of, hey, we talk about ghosts, then we're talking about shirts. Squirrel! You know? That is
Essentially.
Shiny!
Yeah, shiny! Shiny,
Yes,
shiny.
Chrissy, we know you like shiny objects.
Is that why you met your fiance?
Hey,
He
Chrissy,
gives me shiny stuff.
Chrissy.
Oh, wait, is that what I think it is?
It's a species mod.
Like that.
Is that the one I sent you?
Yes.
Now-
it still has-
Now, Chrissy,
It
the
still
one
has-
thing you don't know is was also a custom mod maker. And I
You told me that last
yeah.
weekend.
I did? Good. Because
Yep.
I don't remember that.
Gun mod.
Yeah, yes. Okay, yeah.
You were drunk.
Yeah. The next day sucked. Well, apparently I got a little loud here. Mom was like, I woke the next day. My wife's like, you happy now that you screened your system? And I'm like, yeah. Well, then who's Janita? I'm like, huh? I guess after I got off the live stream, I was making some random names and just going nuts talking to myself. So, Corey, all right, get us back on the subject, man. Get the this time, don't let the train derail because last time it killed all the passengers. I love how we're waiting for him to talk and he's just
So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this
Boys
live
and
stream,
girls.
actually, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and
of
gentlemen,
you.
boys and girls, the purpose of this live stream is...
He touched himself last night. Da-da!
So, anyways, guys, we decided last week that we were going to go ahead and do ghost stories this time.
Well, yeah, the reason why we thought about it is because everybody here has their own reasons and stories on why they believe in ghosts as they do, or what led them down the path they're on now when it comes to the paranormal. I have one that, well, I have a couple of them, but the one that really stands out, Corey knows, involves a graveyard and a little girl.
Grafton.
I need to rephrase that because I came out wrong.
It did.
It involves Jim being at an abandoned town called Grafton out in Utah.
It's a ghost town. That had a huge massacre happen there. But we'll tell you what. Actually, we'll share our own stories. And I'll go second because this is supposed to be.
You've already started yours, so go ahead.
No, I just given her an example. No. Now she has the taste. She's gonna have to deal with yours, savoring and drooling from mine, and then once it comes time for, that came out wrong.
Okay.
That came out wrong. So yeah, I'm not gonna save this. You might as well just continue, please.
Shut up, Jim.
There's no way I can save that.
Jim, just shut up.
Be honest
I'm
with you,
trying.
I've got two.
To
Well, you know what we'll do.
to
Ladies
what?
first.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
So, which would you rather hear first? The one that deals with the graveyard or the one that deals with my house here?
That's never a good thing come out of a woman's mouth. So what do you want to hear first? You know? Well,
Whichever one you want to start with.
Which one you want to start with?
Okay, so...
Here's an idea. Put the boring one first and then the more exciting one last.
Okay, let me clarify. Do you want to hear about the one of sighting or the one where the electronics all failed at the same time?
That's called No Batteries in My Dildo. No, we don't want to hear that.
Then I'll start with that one first.
All right.
Okay, so back in, I think it was 2007, I had gotten hooked up with a paranormal investigative society here in Virginia, and they decided to allow me to go on an investigation with them at an old cemetery here where I live.
Those are fun.
The George Paris Cemetery.
Of course, that's never a good idea to do a ride along at a cemetery.
Actually, no. Sometimes if it's done right, it can actually be a really good experience.
George Paris was a Revolutionary War general who was from the Giles County, Virginia area, which is where I live. And we were going to investigate the cemetery where he is buried.
First things first, one thing I will say real quick, not to interrupt, all three of us need to work better on this. When we're talking to each other, we need to look at the camera.
Okay, sorry.
Not the screen. No, because that way when we're looking at it, it looks impartial because all we see usually is people looking down as they talk. So we need it. It's the reason I bring this up is because we're all recording and streaming at some point. We need to learn to do this.
Okay. Well, basically what happened was when we got there, everybody there made sure that all electronics were fully charged, spare batteries, everything. We were using digital camcorders, digital voice recorders. We had a couple of K2s.
Amazing thing is, this is in 07. Back then, that technology was just still being tweaked and worked on. So, okay.
Yep. One of our investigators had a camera, and he had just put a new battery in it, so it was at 100%. We were getting ready to end the investigation because this was at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's when it gets good. The witching hour at 3 o'clock is the best time to do it. Yeah.
So we were all gathering at this bench that wrapped around a tree right in the middle of the graveyard. And I sat down on the bench. And we had a couple of college students that were there as well. And I heard in my ear a male voice, and a couple of those it was like 4 college students. 2 were male and 2 were female. I heard in my ear a male voice say, "Can I sit down beside you?" I thought it was one of the male students. So I'm like, yeah, sure, let me scoot over. I scoot over. Next thing I know, all of our flashlights die. The camera, whose battery had just been changed not 2 seconds before that, died. All of our voice recorders died.
Okay, quick question.
We couldn't figure out how.
Were they all sitting next to you in the bench, or were they in different locations?
They were all standing around the bench.
Okay.
The only person that was sitting on the bench with me was another college student who was female. She was sitting at the other end of the bench. So there was like a 3 or 4 feet of space between me and her once I scooted over.
Okay.
So there would have been enough room for somebody to sit between us. No power lines nearby. So no electrical drain, no electromagnetic drain on the batteries.
Actually, being near a power line is a myth that's been proven wrong. It's, if anything, it could actually help improve the battery life, but not take away. So, but just give me a piece of advice. Sorry, we do that.
That's fine. But yeah, I mean, we couldn't figure out what happened. They went back the next day and tried to debunk it. Couldn't get anything to do it. Couple of days later, I had my little voice recorder that I had gotten. It was a little RCA $9 recorder that I got from Walmart.
Some of those were great. Yeah, some of those were better than the professional crap. Because we had one on our hunts, and I'll explain later. Sorry, go ahead.
But that voice recorder I had in my hand whenever that happened. So I went back a couple of days later, went through all the recordings that I had taken that night. A lot of coyote howling, train whistle blowing, which wasn't unusual because it was quite near the tracks. About 2 miles away is where the tracks were.
Are you sure it wasn't Jack in the distance?
I hadn't met Jack yet.
Hey, it still could have been Jack.
Yeah, he could be a stalker.
I think back
That's how you guys
at
met.
that point, he was still in the army.
That's fair.
So he's a stalker from the army?
No. But I went back through and I got to that point and I was listening to it, and the voice recorder actually had that voice asking me if they could sit beside of me. But when I had gone back to listen to it, I didn't recognize the voice. Immediately after that is when it cut off, and I didn't have anything else after that.
Okay.
How'd that happen?
Now, it hasn't really been proven, but is a major belief that any electronic devices nearby, as the spirit's actually attempting to make contact, gets drained, because it takes a lot of energy from doing things. It's not like they're all the time touching things, all the time doing it, speaking, whatever. It does take energy. And welcome to Facebook. Corey, wherever he's talking about, tell him to shut the fuck up, because we can't hear it. Obviously, you doing this.
He just said that he'll take my peanut butter whiskey, and I was like,
Jamal, between me and you, he's not gonna drink it. You can have it, buddy. Make yourself at home with that. All right, so continue on, Miss Chrissy.
Chrissy?
Yeah. It's still
okay.
It's still messing with me because on the damn freaking name plaque here it says Kiliki.
Kaliki.
Yeah,
like I said, I mean, if you want, if it makes it easier for you, you can call me Keely or Kiki.
To make
it, can't remember
to make
Chrissy.
it easy for myself, I'm just gonna go, hey you.
Your name actually reminds me of the song that
Don't say it. The Drake song? Don't.
No.
We don't like Drake here. You're fine.
Bro Lives.
Don't think I heard that one. So, enough of your...
Oh, the Christmas song.
Yes.
Anywho, enough
the
about Christmas.
Hawaiian Christmas song.
Jingle snails, jingle snail. No. So, alright, continue.
Alright, so the second story happened here at my house. And it
Oh,
had been
no.
ongoing
You
for a
don't
few
do the second
years.
story yet. Corey and I are going to go. I thought you were still telling the part of the other one.
Well, that was all. That was it.
Oh, well, shit. Say, that's it next time. Oh, she's on.
I'm still here.
We're going to have to get you some better equipment. And I got, trust me, I got enough to spare. I'll send you some shit. Damn, Corey, look. We got women in presence. Don't do it again. If you need to, do off camp. Okay? Alright, so...
Okay.
I guess...
Go ahead, Jim.
But you want me... And I'm not going second. I said I'm going last.
Do it.
There's kids present. Oh,
So
you mean
what?
you mean tell the story? Okay, my bad. Sorry. Well, there, like we said, there is a ghost town here called Grafton, Utah. I think it's like 130 years ago or whatever. There was a major massacre that happened between Indians, the local Indians, and the villagers at the village that were setting up house there. And from what I understand and reading the plaque, it was a bloody mess. Well, we wanted to go to it, and we decided to shoehorn into our activities on one Saturday evening, and we drove out there just as the sun's going down. It's getting dark, so we're like, we'll just make it better, because who doesn't love looking for ghost towns and stuff in the middle of the night? You know what I mean? So we start walking, exploring the town. As you pull into the parking lot that they made for this place now, because it is somewhat of a tourist destination. People want to go there in hopes to see a ghost and do K2s and stuff like that, right? It's actually so popular, it actually made it into the game Phasmophobia. It's pretty cool. But so my wife and a couple of our friends are up ahead a little bit. I'm walking around because I've never been here before. They have. I'm looking at every little thing. I'm not going, beelining here and then here. I'm taking it all out, including funny bone, going to the little cemetery that they had there. Well, upon going into the cemetery, I'm hearing crying. There's a little girl cry. I'm like, okay, great. Somebody's crying around here. I saw little kids earlier playing, probably fell and hurt themselves. So as I'm leaving out the cemetery and go join up with the rest of the group, I hear the crying again. And I happen to look over, and there's this little girl, like, scared look on her face. Like, she is petrified. And so I'm like, well, what happened, honey? What's going on? I cannot find my mom and dad. I can't find them anywhere. They were here. And I says, well, here, come out. Let's go out here. Tell me, go to the main part. Tell me if you see them. Because there was a couple cars and there's a couple people walking around, so I had no problem spending 15 minutes finding her parents. It's not that big of a town. Well, and she's like, there they are, and they're over there, and I see a couple, walking around with a flashlight. So I'm like, all right, let's go to them. Thing is, by the time we tried to catch up to them, they're actually on something else. So we went there and tried to catch them there. Turns out they're actually leaving, and they got in the car and took off, which made the little girl cry even worse. She started freaking out, don't leave, Mama, Dad, don't leave. And she's just flipping the lid hardcore. Mm-hmm. So I was like, it's okay. Hey, we'll go to the car, get my phone. Do you know any of the phone numbers? I don't know how to get a hold of them. No, I'm sorry, I don't. And she's just sobbing. So I was like, all right, it's all right. Let's go find my wife. We'll hop in the car. Do you know how to get home? No, I haven't been home for a while. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. Find my wife. We'll take you to the police station, I guess, or something. How the fuck can parents just take off with their kids, I was pissed. So we go find my wife. I'm like, hey, hon, we need to cut our trip here short. We had to take this little girl to the police station or something. Her parents left her. And she was like, oh, it's all right. Turn around and, well, shit, the little girl ran off. All right, she's not there. I'll go look for her, hon. Sorry. All right. I was like, you sure? She might have found her parents. They might came back. She's, ran in with them. I'm like, no, I'll take a look. I'll go look. And I go looking around for the girl. Couldn't find her. So I assumed, yeah, okay. She got with her mom and dad. No problem. Come back to my wife and explain to her how's it going. And she was like, that's funny because I haven't seen any other kids here. And I'm like, no, there was. She's a little girl, long black hair. It's got like a white dress with like little yellow flowers on it. It's pretty cool. And like, she's super nice. You would have loved her, She reminds me of our daughter Avon. When she, and she's like, hun, there's no kids like that here. I'm like, yeah, there is. And she goes, no, hun. And walks me over to this placard in front of the schoolhouse that they have that shows old ancient photos of the place and families who lived there. And there is this huge selection of photos. What's called a collage of photos of all the people who died in the massacre And one of the very last pictures that you come to when you go down the board is a little black and white picture of a little girl sitting on the steps of the schoolhouse with long black hair, wearing a white dress with what looks like yellow flowers, but it's black and white, so I couldn't really tell. You just saw the outline of flowers. And I was like, yeah, that's her. How's that possible? And she goes, hon, there's a urban legend here that there's a little girl, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Go ahead. Opal? Yeah, Opal. Real quick, go ask Mom, the little ghost girl that I talked to in Grafton.
I don't think she'll remember.
Can you please go ask? Thank you. I'm like, it threw me for a loop because that's actually the first time ever I had a full-blown thing where I actually talked and held a conversation with what I thought was a real person. Turns out wasn't. My wife's friend now, on the other hand, started freaking out because, like I said, Opal, which I'm going to call her because I swear that's her name, is only visible to people who are like got good hearts or like really kind or have kids. Only see her. Nobody else really does. And I guess I had kids. Trust me, I'm not kind-hearted. I'm a mean fuck. Ask Corey. I'm mean to him all the time. But
Because you're a
It's either
bitch.
Sarah or Opal.
what's her name?
Either
What?
Sarah or Opal.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's Opal. So, but that's mine. That's one of the ones. But that's the major one for me. That I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go look for the stuff. I'm one of those dumb white idiot. Corey, don't look now, but there's a pool cue floating in midair on your camera.
Not a full.
It's like something in the shadows got a hold of it. I don't know what it is,
It's a wooden dowel. Is all it is. A pool.
but it's floating out of the shadows. It's amazing, dude. How do you do that?
Special powers.
Now, Chrissy, if you don't know what's going on, Jamal there, when we do a live stream, whatever, he introduced himself as the Dark Shadow or whatever. He's
Shadow.
Yeah, he calls himself that because he's so damn dark. He's for a black person, so he's like, yeah, I call him. He's like, I call myself the Shadow. Hey, Timmy
Shadow Walker.
Yeah, the Shadow Walker. That's what it is, Shadow Walker. Timmy Turner's sister's here. Crystal, say hi, guys.
So anyway, that's actually one of my friends. Anyway, Jesus, dude.
Guys,
Anyway, so
Corey's having his own paranormal ghost sighting right now as we speak.
I've actually got a lot of stories that I can actually tell from my 14 years of being a paranormal investigator. Almost 14 years. It'll be September, October. One of the 2 months. I'll be 14 years. Anyways,
Why did she goes, hey Squish, hey Jim? Who the hell? What?
that's what she calls me.
I don't want to know why you called Squish.
Because I'm a fat guy.
Ah, well, okay. You said it, not me. Continue.
But one of the ones that actually happened at the actually was actually at my grandparents' house where I was living at the time. I had actually come home from an investigation one night, and when I went up, when you walk in the front door, staircase goes up, and then there's a landing, and then it goes up. Well, when it goes all the way up to the top, there's another landing, and then in front of you there was my uncle's old room, and then to the left was my room. So of course I turned to the left to go reach for my doorknob because my door was closed. I went to go reach my doorknob, open my door, and my doorknob shook. It literally.
It's pleasure time, baby.
So I was like, I wasn't, it didn't scare me, nothing like that. I was like, okay, if you're here, if you have enough energy, if you're here, do it again. Prove to me you have enough energy to do that again. I want to see you do it. I stood there for about 30 seconds to a minute. Nothing happened. I said, I'm not going in that room unless you do that again. I want you to prove to me that you can do it. And literally, it shook just once. So I was like, okay, cool. I appreciate you showing me that. So,
think about it, Corey. It probably was trying to save your life. There might be something bad in that room, and it's trying to get your attention. Like, don't come in here. Don't do it yet.
I opened my room, or opened my door to my room, and when I walked in, my closet door was open, which it takes a hell of a lot of force to open that door, and my closet light was on. So I was like, okay, there's been some activity here. That's perfectly fine. Of course, my grandmother's house was known to have some sort of spiritual activity shit going on. nobody. It never happened to anybody else except for me and my grandma. So we really don't know. But so when I went ahead and pulled the cord from my closet, I turned the light off, closed the door, and when I went to put my stuff down in my room, I turned and looked at my bed, and my covers like had been moved. Like somebody had sat on my bed and had moved my covers. So yeah, there was that. Kitty?
The one thing I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around, dude, honestly, is of all the places to have a paranormal activity or the paranormal exists in, the fucking ghost that was a good idea to come out of the closet to you.
I mean, I don't know if it came out of the closet. I don't know if it was in my room. I don't know if it roamed.
You literally made a ghost come out of the closet.
I did not make nothing come out of the closet. You might have came out of the closet years ago, but you still haven't announced it.
Well, I didn't really come out of the closet. I kind of fell. I was on the top shelf and I fell off, and then I just came out. So technically,
He just rolled out.
yeah, technically I just rolled with it. Yep, I just rolled with it. I'm like, shit, I just came out of the closet. Well, fuck, I'll roll with it. Dum 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 dum. So that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, Chrissy, I know yours was a lot better than his. Continue on your second one now.
So hang
Okay.
on. Mom actually just commented. A
Yeah, I
guy
saw
died
that.
in my grandparents' basement before they bought the place.
I saw that, which I honestly think that happens quite often because this house we buy here, when we first moved in, strange things happened around it. You know, they haven't done it in a while, but we chalked it up to being my wife's dead sister just fucking with us. You know, because that's happened in like multiple places we lived. I'm like, the hell? And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. That's just my sister Opal, or not Opal, but was it Avon? I just said Opal because a ghost.
You
came
still
on my
got the little girl on the brain.
Yeah.
Now here's my question real quick, Jim. Do you guys or does Anissa like have any items of hers that she was really attached to?
No, because Avon, when she died an infant.
Oh.
That's why my daughter's named that, is because it's after her sister that she never got to know. So Anissa named her first kid, a girl, after her sister. But so there is a theory that even if a baby dies, the soul still progresses. It still ages, kind of in a way, you know, to where it can actually do things like that. Yeah. The thing is that it's one of those. It has been confirmed, and it's not widely accepted everywhere yet, kind of deals. Which is so you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt. So go ahead, Chrissy. Didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
Okay. So
Oh, but
my
Corey,
second-
before she starts her thing. Ow. Hey, Wolf, your girlfriend has knees. Can you please? No.
He's in bed, so.
Aw.
Anyway. So, my second story has to do with the house that I live in now. Now, a little backstory. The front part of the property I live on, there is an old slave cemetery across
Ooh.
the road from us.
That.
The back part of the property is a family cemetery.
So, okay, quick question. Sorry, I'm just had to itch and I had to take my hat off to do that. The cemetery for the slaves, is that any way related to the family cemetery? Like, were they the slaves of the family that lived there? Or
No.
do you have no
Not
story
that
on
we're
that?
aware of.
Ah, okay.
My great-great-grandfather bought the property back in the late 50s, I believe. It's either late 40s or late 50s. The slave cemetery was there before then.
Okay.
But the family cemetery is my family. So,
Okay, so
on my maternal grandmother's side.
there is a story for it, but nobody knows it currently because it never came up.
But, okay, so that's the little background. Basically, when we first moved out here, back in, I want to say 2005? Yeah, when we put our new house out here in 2005. I was laying in bed one night, and I started hearing knocking on the walls. And it was rhythmic. It was thump, 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 like keeping in time, metronome almost.
Okay.
And it was so constant that it started driving me nuts. Like, I couldn't sleep because of it. So I finally just got so frustrated that I called out, "Cut it out." It stopped immediately for
So
the rest of the night.
did you think it was a ghost, or were you kids at the point?
There were no kids around.
Ooh. Okay. And you knew that?
So,
And you knew that, right? You knew there's no. Okay.
my daughter is the first child in this was the first child in this neighborhood in 2009 in 20 years.
Oh, okay, cool. Hold on real quick. Hey, Corey, can you explain your mom's last comment?
Okay, so at mom's, you did actually. I think you did go inside. So
Yes.
right inside the front door when you come off the front porch into the house is the china hutch and cabinet right there on the right hand side. Okay.
Okay.
It actually on one of the hinges is actually it's almost like having a touch lamp. You touch the hinge and the internal lights on the inside of the hutch come on.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if she got up one night or one morning or something like that. Nonetheless, she got up and found that her hutch light was on, but nobody had been close to her hutch, had touched it, had been in it, nothing. And you literally have to touch the hinge to turn it on.
So there's no other switches, just it's a touch sensor.
Right.
That's one of the easiest things for a spirit to use, I believe, honestly. But
So my stepdad, he's like, oh, a brownout for electrical, the brownouts like when your power flashes or whatever.
yeah, a
He's
surge.
like, well, yeah, he's like, I think it was a brownout and the brownout caused it. There have been many brownouts and power losses at that house since then, and it hasn't happened.
Huh. Now, I'm
So-
sorry for taking off your story, Chrissy. It's just I wanted clarification on that. That's all.
It's fun. But so basically, what would happen after that? Every night.
Wait, I said I'm sorry. Did I say you continue? Damn it, no. Go ahead.
I'm going to continue anyway.
Aw.
So basically, every night after that, starting at 9:30, that tapping, that knocking would happen every night without fail. And would not stop.
It's the same area, different locations.
It's in the same area. So, like, my room is a square, and it was always at the corner right above my bed, like right over there.
Is it still the same house you're currently in now? In the room you're in now? Ah, okay.
Yep. No trees
Can you grab me that one,
anywhere. The only tree at that time was on the other end of the house at my grandmother's bedroom.
please? Okay.
And we kept the branches cut away from the house because she was terrified that a lightning strike would hit and cause a branch to come into her bedroom. The other
Okay.
tree on our property, on our immediate property, is out front, roughly about 200 yards away from the house.
That's a nice sized
So-
yard.
Yeah. My front yard is about the size of a football field.
Stop showing off. My front yard is the size of a cheerleader section
lawn.
of a football field.
A tree lawn.
Yeah.
We live on a total of 76
Thank you.
acres. 90% of it's cattle pasture. But
If you want your
anyway,
mom's chair, scoot up and sit right there.
so it was constant and wouldn't stop unless I acknowledged it.
That's a
So every night,
fucking
I would let it
attention
knock for about an hour, and then I'd say, "Hey, you need to quit. I need to go to bed." And it would stop.
Did you actually have to yell, or did you actually were able to talk to it nicely?
I was able to talk to it nicely. The very first night was when I yelled.
I wonder what kind of.
After that, it was, "Hey, I know you want to communicate, but I need to go to bed. Can you stop, please?" And it would stop.
I wonder if it was a child.
I don't know.
Or it. A lot of people believe that if there is a ghost around, it's staying for a reason. Like it's connected to a instant that wasn't fulfilled, or a person that it cared about and didn't want to leave, and it wouldn't.
Another myth about that is
Yeah.
that they actually don't know that they're dead.
Yeah, and they won't move on unless you either acknowledge them, help them with something, or something along the lines. But that, once again, is one of those where you got to take it with a grain of salt because there's different variations of that kind of rumor, you know?
Yeah, there also are stories and legends that, and actually I know one of them that is actually true, that it actually happened to a buddy of mine's parents.
Okay.
Where
Can Chrissy finish her story first, real quick, though?
Well, I know, but let me just say this real quick. Where like
I guess it's a no.
If they scratch or knock on a certain location, whether it's a floor, a door, a wall, a ceiling, in an attic or something, there's something up there,
or
near
the area. Yeah,
right.
And there's also a lot of belief
I
that's.
know our house is a modular, so we don't have an attic space.
So is our house.
It's completely filled with insulation.
So that makes it even more.
What?
That is in my ear, buddy.
Sorry.
I'm gonna get me a cold snack. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're okay, buddy. I have no problem with you being there. It's just you are on camera. I can hear that right here. So, and the thing is, it's also believed that the ghost is trying to get your attention in that area or over there for a reason. Now, have you heard it recently at all?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Okay. Now, the question is, do we want to continue and wait till he gets back, or do you want to go say fuck it and just go without him?
I don't know if Jack has told him this part of the story or not.
The thing is, too, is that he wasn't really always paying attention. He's over there cutting his nails and everything else. But
forget it. If he wants to be caught up, he can get caught up. But
Alright.
here's the thing. I think it's Styx. They sing that song, has the line Kilroy in it.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
The 80s rock band Styx. I think they have a song with the line, something about Kilroy.
Just because I was born in the 80s don't mean I know songs from the 80s.
I was born in the 80s too, but
Oh, yeah? What
the
year?
only reason I know about it is because of my dad and my stepmom.
What year were you born?
But,
What year?
I was born in 85.
That same year my brother was born. I'm actually, so you're 47. I'm actually 3 years older than
I'm
you.
37.
Yeah, 37, my bad. I can't do math. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So continue. Corey, you're going to be lost.
anyway-
The story is really good. You missed a lot.
So anyway, one night I was listening to that particular song, and it came to that particular lyric. When that lyric happened, a huge ass bang happened on my wall. When that particular word was
Wait.
said in that song.
On the wall, not in the spot where it was, on the ceiling where it was
No, it's
before.
in that spot.
Oh, you said in your
Like
wall.
up in the
so-
corner near the ceiling, right there.
Okay. What is on the other side of that wall, actually?
The living room, like the juxtaposition is the living room and then the outside.
Okay, is there a fireplace or anything like that on that wall?
We have a gas fireplace. So
I-
there's no
I-
there's no chimney or anything like that.
Finish your story, but I might have a theory I'll run by you.
Okay, so I froze when that happened, and I said, "Is that your name?" And nothing really happened after that. So I rewound the song. Now, granted, I'm listening to this on a cassette tape, so it's fairly easy to rewind it.
Really?
Get back to that particular part again. Bang happens again in that exact same spot. So I'm like, okay, either you're telling me that this is your name or something else. So after that, I just started referring to them as Kilroy. Again, Kilroy, I need to go to bed. Can you stop? You can start back up tomorrow. And it would stop every time. Cut to last summer. My family was going out of town for vacation. I couldn't go because I didn't have any vacation time available, and I had just started back to work after having knee surgery. So Jack comes to stay with me for the week. And I'm weird. I can't sleep in a bed with somebody, especially when they snore like a chainsaw.
Not Jack.
Yes, Jack. Yeah, pretty much. So he was sleeping on the couch. Well, that Monday, I believe it was, I had gotten up to go to work. I had to be gone by like 10 after 5, because I started work at 6, worked 6 to 2. Gave him a kiss, told him goodbye, told him I loved him, all that stuff. Well, a few hours later, he had gotten up, gotten dressed for the day. Excuse me.
There
No,
ain't none.
no, we won't.
And
There's not any excuse.
had gotten dressed for the day, and he was actually sitting at my daughter's desk with his laptop out, playing video games. He happened to turn and look behind him because he thought he had heard a noise. And he sees and now this is middle of the day, sees a magenta figure walk from my bedroom into the hallway where the bathroom is, and then into my daughter's room.
Okay.
He said that this magenta figure had long hair, but he couldn't tell what color it was, and was wearing a long dress. He said it looked like a long dress, but he couldn't really tell what time period it was from or anything like that. And he had heard me talk about Kilroy.
The fact, though, you said
And-
Kilroy, but it sounds like you're describing a female apparition.
Exactly. Which is why I'm thinking it's not Kilroy, but Conroy. And Kilroy just sounds kind of like Conroy. But
What mean parents names their girl Conroy?
last name, honey.
Ow. Still.
Still. So, Jack, from what I understand, said something along the lines of, "Are you Kilroy?" And he said this figure turned around and looked at him. And faded from view. Since then, I haven't seen it. Haven't had the knocking on the wall or nothing.
Question, do you
Jack,
think...
on the other hand, has seen it and had the knocking on the walls at his house.
I'm wondering if it attached to him, because they said apparitions of spirits can attach to a single item or person.
Yes,
And
they can.
so,
I honestly, I think that's what happened. Because, like I said, I haven't seen a figure, haven't heard anything, haven't had any knocking or nothing here at my house. It's been quiet. But he's got the knocking at his house now, and he's seen the figure multiple times.
okay, ouch. That's actually
My dad
kind
just did a nice one.
enough, yeah. That actually sounds kind of like it's... I don't know if it sounds like it's actually has bad intentions, or I don't know.
I don't think it has bad
How
intentions.
long ago was this? To the recent...
When it followed him?
Or to the recent event in his house.
You'd have to ask him. I'm not really sure when
Okay,
he
but
last
when did
saw
it follow
get a
him,
hold
though?
of him and ask him.
But when
She
did
said it was a year. She said it was last year.
last year?
Last
Okay.
year, last summer.
So basically, at least about almost 10 months, he's got this. It might have changed on him. Who knows? Yeah, it might have changed locations. It maybe actually was satisfied with what it wanted from you, and it's like, you know what, new target.
Honestly, I think it just wanted affirmation that it was there. Confirmation that it was there. Acknowledgement.
Okay.
Because, like I said, as long as I acknowledged that it was there and then asked it to stop nicely, it would stop.
Now, that's actually interesting. I mean, the fact that you haven't seen an apparition, though. You just got the noises and other stuff.
I haven't seen apparitions. I've seen what was like movement out of the corner of my eye,
Okay.
but never really saw a full figure like he did.
I wonder if it has a stronger connection to him. That's why. But
It's possible.
Or I wonder if he is more on the sensitive medium side that he doesn't actually realize.
does he like his steak medium rare?
He likes his steak bloody.
Because the reason why I ask is because there is a running theory. If you actually, we're omnivores, we eat veggies and meat, but if you how you eat your steak, because cow blood has a lot of iron in it, that after eating it, it actually gets in your system and it makes you more acceptable because of the, I guess, content of iron in your system. But then again, is the theory is kind of because it's not, you can get salt and all that stuff, not salt, iron intake from other food products, not
Yeah.
just steak. So it's, yeah. But so that's kind of cool though. I mean, but the fact that it actually, he's seen it when this whole time that you had it for the year, however long it was affecting you, and he's seen an actual apparition for it.
And I mean, I can understand the theory behind the what you eat.
You know?
Because with Jack, he's one of those slap the moo out of it and throw it on a plate and he's good. That's how rare he likes his steaks.
Yeah. So,
So,
like I said, it's a running theory. I mean, it's not fine tuned or anything, you know. Somebody could just said it, and some other person like, hey, you know what? That could be true, and just ran with it. You know, people do that. So, real quickly on the screen, if you guys see it, I'm actually showing you guys Grafton, and I'll bring it over so our viewers can see it too. This is Grafton. This is actually the schoolhouse I was telling you about. On the other side here of this wall, there's actually a little placard that tells you about this house. It tells you about the schoolhouse here, which is also the church, which is kind of cool. It was back then, one building had like multiple different things done in it, you know. But the right on the other side of here, this fence here is actually a walkway that goes up to the caretaker's house, and back this way, or on this side, following the path this way, is actually towards the parking lots and the cemetery. There's the actual one of the houses on the lot. This tree here, actually, the reason why they get this fence around, this tree during the massacre actually had like 3 or 4 people hung from it with nooses. And here's the little cemetery I was talking about. It actually has this plot in the middle. It has like, I think it's 3 graves in it, a mother, a father, and a baby who also died in the massacre. But the little girl Opal is actually found on this side over in here. This picture don't do it justice, and there's no other picture for me to show you to give you an idea. But there's literally another maybe 10 feet going this way with like another 15. Like the graves you can see here are real close together, okay?
yeah.
Because these were the poor, and these ones who actually had the money in the house and stuff like that, and they got buried differently. Because if you know, but the entrance to the cemetery is over here. You walk in. This is the centerpiece right here, and then you walk 10 feet this way, and that's where I found Opal bent down crying. And now, after the ordeal, I was what the heck? I was led to believe. I was thinking she might have been crying over the graves of her parents, or her own body. So there's this. I don't know where that house is at. I don't remember this one at all. But this is actually inside of the main house I told you that's fenced off with the tree in front, and it's or is this one here? No, this one I think it has to be the other brick house.
That might be the schoolhouse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the other one. I don't remember. This is also like years ago for me, so I don't remember a fireplace being in it. But that there, friends, is an outhouse. And thank gosh they filled the holes in, but there's actually 2 toilets in here. One on this side, one on this side. And here's the amazing thing, is it actually does have toilet seats on it, but they're wooden. I'm like, can you imagine over time that thing splintering as you sit down to go take a dump or a pee?
Ooh, that splinters.
This is
painful.
This is just a normal house here. But yeah, okay, this is actually a part of the second floor on another house, which I don't know how the hell they got into it, because that house was actually roped off. You couldn't even come near the front door. That's it.
Well, they may have roped it off after that picture was taken.
Oh wait, was this Miss Isabel Hills? I can't read the rest. Born June 4th, 1846. Died April 2nd, 1866. She's only 20 years old when she died. Another fireplace. That I do not have an answer for what that is.
That looks like a
Barn, maybe.
I think it's one of those for drying barn.
Because I mean, look, it has a lock on the outside, so something can. I think it's like for livestock, because that's to keep the animals in, so they can't get out of room. How the heck did they manage to get inside? Wait, what's this?
Mary Ann?
Mary Ann Sparks, wife of something Gibson. I can't. This one died
June 10th,
1802. Yeah, she died of old age. Looks like maybe. Oh my God, it's mom. Dude, there's this thing here that says mom. I didn't see that.
And died in 1871.
1802.
So she was almost 70 years old. She was 69 years old when she passed.
I have no clue where that door is at, but
Down to a cellar.
it's probably
a root cellar.
Prior to the hell, door to hell. Yeah, see, this is the other house. Yes, because the other picture was the upstairs floor there. That one you can't get in either. I don't know how the fuck these people are getting so damn lucky. But yeah, so this is Grafton. Oh, there's another picture. Wait, how old is this picture? Because the placards not here. I wonder how this.
Like I said, those pictures could have been taken before.
Yeah, that's
you went
it.
there.
Could be. Yeah, it could have. Oh, I can't even read that one. I wanted to wait.
That'd be impossible to read.
Zoom in, enhance. Wait, how can I move it? I can't. Why? How? I can zoom in, but I can't move it.
I want to say it's Roger or
No, he's
Corbett.
No.
Something Washington.
Yeah, it's something Washington. BOROY or no, wait.
Maybe Bobby.
Almost looks like
Igor.
Edgar.
Yeah, EORGER.
EDG.
Born. Damn it, I can't see. And how can I move?
1817, I think that's
Yeah,
what
well,
it said.
First off, you gotta click off your highlighted on everything.
Yeah, but I can't
There
move.
you
I
go.
can't move the. Whoa! What the heck just happened? Whoever that is has a plump butt. Hey,
No.
there it is. Kellen, what the heck? Mine. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Oh, I didn't even touch it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Zoom in on this. Okay, that's the best I can get, guys.
Looks like Roger.
No, it's E O
George.
E O R.
George.
Yeah.
George, yeah.
Washington.
Yeah, because look, there's
George Washington Gibson.
Yep, because there's a faded G right here.
George Washington.
And I can make out the IBSON, so that's probably Gibson.
I can, yeah, I see IBSON. Born something, and you can see the parts. Oh wait,
Yeah, that
they
says
died.
1871
Yeah,
there
they
at the
died.
bottom.
They died in 1871. Wait, could this be the husband to the mom we saw? Because they're so.
1860
Oh wait,
possible?
1806. That's a 6 right here.
Yeah.
So 1806. So this is another person who died of old age. Look at us go, guys. The three of us actually were able to read a single word.
Yay! We took our special
Oh
capabilities.
fuck!
and
I
did it.
didn't know.
Yay.
I didn't even know there's a person
I
in
was
that.
like,
I didn't even know there's a person in that video picture.
I didn't either.
Is that an actual person?
Yes, somebody's so small from outside.
God. Looks like their head's just cut off.
Born,
February 3rd, 1841, died April 2nd,
Killed by
1866.
so this is for the
Robert and Barry.
25, not even 25 years old.
I know, man. That's
Oh wait, yep, yeah, they were.
it's like
February to
They were
April.
yeah,
Yep, 25.
had just turned 25.
Jesus. I mean, I would love to go back to this place. I'm gonna
That's
have to
creepy. Go back. 2 pictures.
That.
That's creepy as fuck.
Oh, it's a wagon. So we took it. This is the side of a wagon.
Yeah, that's the-
and that's
yeah.
like firewood, and that's like a stall of some kind.
Yeah, but but imagine if there was actually a flat floor space up there,
Mm-hmm.
up top, and imagine if like somebody like a spirit or somebody was standing there.
Yeah, see, this is the kind of picture. Almost said that was a forehead. This is the kind of picture that if a paranormal was to be found on it, like a ghost appeared on it, this would be that picture.
Right.
In memory of Loretta.
Loretta A. Dausch, daughter
Yeah, oh
of
God.
Alonzo H.
And Mary Russell,
Nancy
who
B.
was
Russell.
killed February 18th, 1866, age 14 years and 4 months and 18 days. Also, Elizabeth H., daughter of Thomas. Oh
Harley.
man, the weathering on that. I cannot read it.
What?
Thomas
Yeah.
Thomas Harlot.
Something
Wait,
was killed.
who was?
Harriet.
Yeah, who was
Oh, Harriet.
killed?
Yeah, Thomas Harriet.
Before,
Thing was also killed by Indians.
Jesus, like I said, it is
Age 13.
it is a home of a huge massacre. Well, we're back to square one. So, yeah, that's Grafton. I can go there, within like 35 minutes and get there, which we haven't done in a while. We have to take a trip out there one evening. Now, Corey, you are supposed to come out here sometime. We should do that.
Yes,
You
I
fly
am.
out here, we go over there overnight, because Grafton, it's not closed down. They don't have a gate they close or anything. It's literally, you can be there at nighttime if you want. It's just you're not allowed to bother the caretaker.
I mean, I'm all good with that.
So that would be a place we can actually do for free.
Fuck yeah. I'm all down for an overnight stay there. Hell yeah.
Now-
As long as they give me access to the buildings, I'm fucking down.
That's what I'm saying. Is I understand how some of those pictures were taken because a lot of these buildings are locked. You cannot get in there.
Probably because
They probably got
they're
permission
trying
and got let in. Because
that, and they're probably trying to keep the condition of the buildings
yep,
the way they are, because probably people were going in and destroying
Vandalizing
things,
things.
yeah. So
or
that's
taking
probably
things when
why.
they like, ooh, this is history.
Well,
I want this.
That's like Saunders Springs when we
Yeah.
were at Saunders Springs while we can't get in the cabins.
Yeah. Now, Chrissy, did Corey not tell you about the ghost hunt we went on while we were out? I was out there, and we did catch a couple bits of evidence, but we did catch one really good piece of evidence.
No, I don't think he ever told me. I know Jack told me about an experience he had at Corey's house.
Have
while
you
we were
ever
there.
heard of Sleepy Hollow Road and the Crybaby Bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Adrian was telling me about that.
Yeah, we went to
There's something on you.
where?
Right there. So I didn't get it off.
Okay, thank you. There is a legend of a black hearse that runs people off the road there.
Oh yeah, the black hearse.
And then there's also something else too, like somebody died there, I think, like, and brutally murdered or something. I don't know if it has to do with the black hearse or not, but there's like a couple of stories about murder and death on that damn bridge. Well, Corey, Adrian, and I were the main investigators. And this and the kids did come, but they did come because they didn't want to sit at the motel room alone, just doing nothing. So like, oh, we'll just come and we'll stay out your way. And to this road is one of those mountain roads that really don't have any pull-offs, unless you're going to a designated pull-off or somebody's driveway. Well, we managed to find one up the hillside. Like, the road going to the bridge is pretty steep coming down, and then it does a slight curve across the bridge, and then goes back up to the other side. So we managed to find a place to park. We pulled over and parked and walked our happy ass down with all the equipment, which we took, did we take a K2? I can't remember. I know we took recorders.
Yes, I took my K2 down.
Okay, we took a K2. We took multiple recorders, multiple cameras. I actually had this guy recording, taking high definition video where I can actually zoom in and get crisp, clear pictures. And I was running a Rode microphone on top that was feeding straight to the camera and my ears, so I can actually hear amplified sound of everything's around. Well, one point, Corey's like, you know what? I'm going to jump the guardrail. I'm going to sit on this side on the grass, and I'm going to have you guys just stand there. Don't do anything. Don't make noise. Don't ask questions or anything. I'm going to do it all, and let's see what we can find. Well, as soon as he gets to the other side, and he hands talks to Adrian and have Adrian hand him his equipment, all of a sudden Corey's like, "What the hell is that?" Just turns real quick and goes, "What was that?" Like he heard something, but Adrian didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything. I didn't pick anything up on the microphone. Nothing. So we're like, whatever. We'll just put it off and everything. We did have a couple of different sightings, like one little blip or two blips on like the flashlight flickering kind of deal for Adrian stuff. But it wasn't until I got back home, almost a week later, and we went over 4 hours worth of videos I was doing. I was looking through it all, and right when Corey, before Corey goes, "What the hell was that?" All we hear is, "Hey," on the camera.
It was actually quicker than that.
Yeah.
It was like a hey.
It is loud as hell, real quick, and is like, "Hey," and he's like, "What the fuck was that?" And then
A few minutes later, it says,
and then we
"I
heard-
like you."
yeah, then we heard what?
A few minutes after that, the ghost said, "I like you" to Corey.
I'm gonna throw footage. Corey, did the second? I know we heard multiple sounds. Did it say "I like you"?
Mm-mm.
That's what I was wondering.
That's what
Yeah.
it sounded like.
No, one was "Hey," one's like "Get out" or "No, don't." Yeah, one of them was "No, don't," but the other one we couldn't really make out. But we had two good pieces of evidence. Corey actually had it documented that was it yours or Adrian's flashlight that flickered?
Adrian's.
Okay, because what it is we have these flashlights that Corey gave us. Is mine's in the living room drawer. Yeah,
I
without
got mine.
batteries.
Hang on, I got mine.
Yeah. The cool thing about these flashlights, Christy, the reason why they work well for proving spirits or something's there is they don't turn on unless you make the connection between two metal strips on the top of the flashlight.
Oh, you're talking
Yeah.
that one. I'd have to get my closet. My closet's
Yeah.
blocked. You're talking
So-
the dual magnesium strip flashlight.
Yep. Those flashlights turn on when you hold them. There is no switch except for the on-off one on the back. It's not a clicker button or anything.
And
Turn it
you
on.
literally, you literally actually have to touch the magnesium strips together. You can't touch one or the other. You have to touch them both at the same time.
Yep. And the cool thing, the reason why Corey's like, hey, we'll use these is because you can lay it down and you're not touching it. So, and if it starts coming on and flickering, it means something's there. And it did that to Adrian a couple of times because we all split to our own little areas. But me, I played the bouncer. I bounced back and forth because I was actually recording video for the channels. You know, for my channel and for our township channel. So I was actually doing recording. So I actually would come over and listen to Corey do his investigation and everything and all that, and ask his questions, doing what he wants to do. And then I would slowly make my way to Adrian, you know, trying not to disturb anybody, to film him. And when I came over to him, he's standing on the bridge with a K2 meter and the flashlight on the guardrail, on the cement brick part. And he's asking questions. And right as I'm about to give up, because Kellen's over there and all that, I'm like, this is actually getting pretty kind of boring. He goes, we're not here to hurt you. Please give us a sign if you're here. All of a sudden, tink, 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 like a quick solid on and off happened. And you can't fool anybody with that because you have to physically hold the things. You know?
Do you still have that part of the footage of the EVP?
Not saved. I actually do have it, but I have it on the cloud on YouTube. I figured since it's already up on YouTube, it's not going to go anywhere unless I tell them to delete it. You know, I don't need to keep the actual file anymore because it was taking up space on my computer at the time.
Fair enough.
But guys, I mean, honestly, this is a video that only aired or you know was put out only a few months ago. You know, back in like November. So. So if you want, guys, just we do one video a week, so it shouldn't be that hard to go find it, you know.
Yeah,
and I do
pretty
recommend watching it. Yeah, because even though we only got a few pieces of evidence, the whole video itself, on a whole, actually is pretty entertaining because you can actually see how. Can you hear any of that in the background?
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is being yelled.
So you can hear it though.
I can hear, yes.
And this is yelling at the boys because they're not listening. And I think my office door was open. But I derailed my train of thought and I killed every single passenger. Damn it.
But anyway, as Jim was saying, it's easy to find the video.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just go back and search. Just go back and search through the videos. It'll be easy to find it.
Well,
you can either watch. You can watch part of it. You can watch all of it. Part of it. You can try to scroll to find it. Blah 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 blah. You know what not.
No, the reason why I actually was telling you is go look for it because we do only have like 2 or 3 evidence in the video, but the video is pretty entertaining because you can see how we actually deduct what is a true evidence, what's not, because throughout the whole thing, thank you, debunked, because you'll hear Adrian go, hey, I got this, or I saw this, or I'll go, hey, I saw this, and we'll come over and actually look at the footage or listen to the sound. And the one thing you don't ever do in a ghost investigation, which a lot of people do, is if you got a sound clip or something, or you got something you want to hear somebody listen to, like you heard a ghost go, hey, Corey, I hate your fucking guts, you know, you don't go, hey, Corey, did this say I hate you? You know, to them, because as soon as
it influences them.
Yep, because as soon as you say something like that, it gets in their head, and then yes, they will hear it. So what we do is, I'm like, hey Corey, I heard something here. Take a listen, and you know, tell me what you think. And you know, he would take a listen, and I'm like, on the count of 3, what did you hear? 1, 2, 3. I heard I hate you. Boom. You know, and that's how you debunk it, because a lot of times you'll get like guys on like Ghost Adventurer, the worst ghost paranormal investigation show I've ever seen. For one, the fucking morons would actually go in antagonizing the goddamn spirits.
Yeah.
You know, don't do that. And 2, a lot of their evidence was forced upon somebody. Like the guy was like, hey, I just heard I'm gonna kill you, and then they play it, and then you get subtitles that says I'm gonna kill you on it, and you're like,
it shows the subtitles of the EVP.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, it does say that, but it's because they said it before, and we heard it, so our mind's gonna interject into it and make it true. You know.
Yeah.
So, because it's like, because you can actually go back and think of different words while you hear that audio again, and you won't hear the same audio again. You know, because you're thinking about something else. So, but that's is our story. And guys, if you really want to, I recommend going and watching it. It's actually pretty cool. Corey?
So hang on. First things first here, I want to catch up on the old chat going on here.
Yeah.
Demon Angel, I want to say hi to you. I know exactly who you are. I'm not going to throw your name out there, but Janine is actually my mom. So
do you watch often?
Demon, she actually watches all of our live streams, every single one of them.
I don't know. Oh, that's his stuff. Okay, he's putting. It's a cream. Kellen actually has a sweat problem. His hands and feet sweat profusely. So
my hands sweat
yeah, so he has this solution. It's not cream or anything. It's a roll-on that he puts on his hand. It's basically rubbing alcohol, and it dries out the skin.
Okay. Okay. I was wondering because I was like, wait, do I see a green film on his hand?
No. Yeah. Well, you're seeing reflection from our green screen.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I thought he was putting Bengay on his hand or something.
The reason why I asked that, Corey, I mentioned that is because you know how that reads to me is Demon's watching us and is like, what the hell? And actually looks at your mom and go, do you actually watch this often? You watch this bullshit? You know, that's what it sounds like to me. How it reads to me. You know, like, do you really watch this crap? You know? So,
okay.
Who is Demon Agent?
That is a friend of mine that I've known for a very long time.
Okay, did you catch that? I said Demon Agent. I didn't say Asian. I didn't say engine. I said agent.
So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start with my second story here, because this one's actually where I actually had seen my very first partial apparition. Okay.
Partial?
So I'm gonna go ahead
Top
and
up
share
or
my
bottom down?
Can I take a quick bathroom break?
Yes, you can.
Pee your pants.
I
Come on.
will put this on hold real quick.
Now, mind you, as I was saying earlier, I'm like, I gotta work and stuff tomorrow, or stuff like that. Guess what, Corey? I don't work tomorrow. I actually have a full weekend off.
No shit.
God, it's a miracle.
And it took a fucking marathon to make it happen.
Hey, shit happens, man.
The Iron Man.
They were actually talking today at work.
Corey, real quick, hold on. Corey, look at her camera feed. Isn't that the creepiest looking feed you can see right now?
Right. Like, imagine if that was an actual live feed.
That's
just
what I'm
sitting
saying.
there watching.
Like, if you're like literally, I'm expecting like a ghost shadow come across the doorway or something there. You know, I mean, it is actually downright a creepy image.
Like, I've been sitting here, like, when she started talking about like hearing the knocking and then like Jack seeing the apparition, like, I've been sitting here. I actually had her camera pulled up on full screen for a while. I was actually sitting there watching the doorway,
expecting something to come in, like,
or something to walk by, or something. Yeah.
Now I think what it is there's a door here. You can't even see my markers of my mouse. I don't know why the fuck I'm showing you like you do. I'm doing, but in the doorway. If you know what? Hold on, Corey. I'm gonna do this.
Share your screen.
Yeah, to you. Alright, so if you actually look, like right here on her door, it looks like this is actually a divider. Like there's a hallway here that you come up and actually turn around and go to another room. So like there's a room here, and then you have her doorway. So it literally goes and then turns and then turns and then door. You know?
Yep. And Demon,
dude,
Jim is a very fun, very sarcastic, very perverted, very best friend of mine. We met on Facebook through a vape group.
Dude, look, real quick before you do continue, look what I made. I made one of those infinite loop thingies.
You want a sticker?
Yes, please. Yes. Aw, she gave me a golf clap. So we figured we'd wait for you. We didn't go through the whole story, but okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick.
And that hand towel,
where'd it go?
Looks like they took the toothpaste and went wee.
Oh, now
you know we're live. I can't edit that out.
I don't give a shit if you're live.
We're not cussing this stream, honey. So
The
please,
fuck we're not.
So please shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know what I have to say? Fuck you!
We already had the offer like 3 times from Adrian's wife.
Shut up.
Okay, so can you guys see my
Sorry, I
marker at all?
don't do charity.
Oh shit! Am I supposed to be paying
Yeah.
attention?
You see my marker at all?
I
If not, I'll move
yes.
it over.
What's a marker? I see a rectangle moving like a
You
ghost.
see it now?
It's a ghost! Ah!
Which is you.
Okay. So anyway, so this here is a building
Told them
that
when they get up in the morning, they're scrubbing down that toilet from top to bottom. They're going around the baseboards. They're cleaning that bathroom. Only thing that you're doing is the mirror
Okay.
because that's
So any-
nasty.
Honey, can we get back to this now?
Yes, but I
we have
need him.
we have limited time. Okay.
Why?
Okay,
because
so
I have
this-
to put something on that.
Oh yeah.
so this building here.
Are gonna go to bed now.
I'm trying to show
The-
them.
He
This
wants to
building
show them
here
his
is a
stable.
building that the group that I was in. This is a building that we actually went and investigated. So I'm not going to give away its full name. You can see part of it, but I'm not going to give away the rest of it.
Oh yeah.
But this is
Oh,
a
wait.
building.
Never mind. I'm a dumbass. I hit the zoom button. I'm looking at your screen. I went to go hit the zoom button.
So anyway, this is a building we investigated. The 3rd floor is actually a ballroom from the 1800s. This building is actually still used to this day. It does look a little run down. It doesn't look like it might be much, but it actually is still used. But on the 3rd floor up here in the ballroom is where I seen my very first upper, I guess you could say upper half body apparition. I could really actually just see from like the chest up. Of a little girl.
Oh.
We were doing an investigation one night because we got called in to do an investigation, and when we did, our investigation coordinator Kurt, myself, and one of our other we got lead techs because me and this guy were our lead techs setting up cameras and all that sort of stuff. His name is Julio. We were all upstairs investigating the ballroom.
Okay, Corey,
Well,
I'm gonna have to interrupt you. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to apologize to you right now. I did not know you heard that. I'm so sorry. Continue.
So we were upstairs investigating the ballroom while the three of the girls were on the 2nd floor, and one of the other guys and two of the other guys and one of the other girls were down on the main floor investigating. Well, when we were upstairs investigating, I actually still have it. It's a tennis ball on a string. So I had set down this tennis ball on the floor and was like, hey, we've heard you've been up here. We heard you like to play with toys. So here's a tennis ball on a string. You can hang it up on a wall. You can bat it around, or you can throw it on the floor. It'll roll, whatever you want to do with it. Well, nothing ever happened with that. Well, all of a sudden, I heard a giggle out of my ear toward the direction of the 2 big square archways that lead into the ballroom. Well, in that ball, all of a sudden, I look to my left and I see this little girl's body from chest up, and she's peeking around the corner of the archway like this. And she's giggling, and you can see that she's smiling. I was like, oh, well, hey, I'm gonna nonchalantly, gently get up, and I'm gonna go and try and look for her. I'm gonna go and try and, try to greet her. Well, as soon as I got up and I walked about 6 feet, she disappeared. Gone. You could see that she moved the other way. So I was like, okay, so I walked out the archway and I looked around and she wasn't there. So I went back into the ballroom, I sat back down, and then I heard her again, and this time when I looked again, she was in the other archway doing the same thing except peeking the opposite way, like this. And she was smiling and giggling, and I was like, okay. So I got up, I was actually able to walk about 15 feet this time, and then she finally disappeared again. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to try and chase after her because I know as soon as I do that, nothing's going to be there. So I went ahead and sat back down. Well, I heard her giggle one more time, but she never showed her face. She never showed her anything like that. And then after that, the entire investigation, literally for the other hour and a half to 2 hours that we were there, we had nothing. No EVPs, no activity, no nothing. That was the very, very, very first time that I had ever seen an apparition.
Okay. So not only did you see it, but you also scared it away. Corey, you chase off women faster than anybody else I know.
Shut up.
Apparently, there is actually quite a bit haunted places around here in St. George. Like there's the Haunted Forest in American Fork, Utah, which is about an hour from here. There is the Mountain Meadow Massacre, which is in central Utah, which is like only 20 minutes up the road. The Opera House of St. George, Staley's Family Farm. There's a lot of haunted places here.
There's a lot of places here too. And Demon, yes, it was awesome. A lot of the places I've been to, you should have been there to see like what we did and things that we encountered. But yeah, there's a lot of places here. Some of them are actually access denied, like they won't let you in at all.
Yeah.
There's actually a couple places in the town of Vine Grove where my parents live. Actually, they live, of course, they live out in the country, but inside Vine Grove itself, there actually is there's an old school that is now actually used by the county, by Hardin County, and so it's an access denied thing, so they won't let you in to investigate anymore like they used to. Another one is like another one of the buildings downtown that they don't let you in either. You can tell it's definitely prior 1900. You can just tell by the way the building is, but they won't let you in there to investigate either, because it's used as a bingo hall. So they won't let you in.
They're also afraid that you might give bad publicity if you're filming and stuff like that.
Right. So
you need
there's plenty of places in Louisville. There's plenty of places in E-Town. Unfortunately, the places that I have actually wanted to go to, both either cost too much or especially like right now Waverly Hills Sanatorium, there's a whole bunch of shit going on in there, so I'm not going to deal with that at all. I did find another location, Jim. I wish you could fucking get here in 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, well, 3.5 weeks. I'm actually supposed to be in California. Now, Corey, real quickly, man, you need to talk to Demon and your mom and tell them they need to stop lying. Because I am definitely not fun and I'm not a nice person.
Yeah, you are. Shut the fuck up.
Hey Corey, if I DM you a picture, is there any way you can show it?
Yes.
Actually, you can do it too, you know. It's called a screen share. What you do is...
It's not going to let me do it.
Just send it to me.
Why does everybody I associate with on here have worse computers than I do?
I have a better computer than you, bitch. Shut up.
No, you don't. You can't play half the games I can play.
You know what? That's because I have a low-end graphics card.
Coming from a freaking guy who played Raft and have it kept crashing because some reason only one fan on the graphic card worked.
Original. Where's this gonna open up? Okay. What are we looking at here? First off, Chrissy.
Okay,
is it safe for work?
A panoramic photo of the George Paris Cemetery in daylight.
Corey, share it so we can see it.
That picture.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do first, I'm actually gonna go ahead and save the picture so that I can zoom in on it.
Okay.
That'll actually work a lot better. I can just open it up and zoom in on what we've got, what she's actually got circled.
Chrissy, do you by chance like playing horror games? So it's gonna be.
I love paranormal stuff,
so
like watching shows and actually doing investigations and stuff.
The reason why
but I don't like
is
playing games or watching movies.
There is a couple of games that. Well, there's one game we play a lot of called Phasmophobia. It's where you actually.
My computer won't play it.
Really? Oh my god! Do I
really?
Need,
it crashes my computer.
Do I need to build her one?
Okay, so what are we looking at here?
Okay, so basically this particular picture is of the old Paris Cemetery. This picture was taken in 2002, I believe. So the bench itself wasn't built yet. But there where that circle is, that's where that bench was. It was built around that tree.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
You can see it's right in the middle of the cemetery.
Okay, quick question then. Off to the left, you can see like buildings in the distance. What are those?
Looks like a farm.
That is the old boiys building. It's an old grocery store.
Okay.
It has now been turned into a farming supply store.
Oh, okay. So,
but at the time that picture was taken, it was abandoned. The grocery store itself had already closed down, and the county was trying to decide what they were going to do with the building.
I'm just asking because I wanted to know if it's the place is isolated, or is there other people around quite a bit where you can actually get kind of a verification? You know, like, has anybody else seen something similar happen to them?
Well, now, bear in mind, the group that I was with that night, there were about 15 of us.
Oh my god, check this shit out. Look right here. Oh,
there's somebody walking in the distance.
Yep.
Okay, so is that person. That looks almost. They're kind of see-through and kind of not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chrissy, you took a picture of Bigfoot. Congratulations.
That is fucking cool. I have never seen anything like that. That is fucking cool.
Well,
like you
the
can literally
question
see
is-
the bend. You can see the bend in the knees. You can see the feet. Like, look at that shit. That's cool.
Well, the thing
It
is,
just doesn't have a head.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's the head. It's right there.
no. That looks like it's where the neck is, dude. That's not
That's
the
where
head.
the neck is. There's no head.
Well, you can't really tell because it's far away. It's like it's in the distance. So you're
But
not gonna be
yeah,
able to really
but
tell.
proportions though, man. So, question is this actually an apparition, or is that just somebody in the background walking? Because there is a grave
No,
there.
that is not anybody there.
Mm-mm. When I took this picture, it was just me and a guy that I was dating at the time, and he had gone back
Okay.
to his truck to get something.
Oh, okay. So apparently, Demon loves Phasmophobia. Now, Demon, there's another game Corey and I are hoping. I'm hoping to record this weekend. It's called Devour, and there's different scenarios, but you're basically are cult members who are trying to save their friend. They decided they want to get out of the cult, but their friend is trying to summon Basil, the goat demon, if you remember him, and you have to perform rituals to get rid of the demon and save your friend. And I just got that game for me, Corey, and Adrian. Is on sale for like $5, so I want to play and see how scary it is. But Phasmophobia, you guys, Corey, Adrian, and I both have a VR headset, and the cool thing is Phasmophobia is what they call cross-platform. I can play it on my VR and play with Corey, who's playing on his PC. But I see an up close and personal video, up and personal, you know. So it's a little more scarier for us on the VR. But we always looking for more people to play with us, you know.
Demon, by
Jack
the way.
would probably be interested in playing Phasmo, but like I
Demon-
said, my computer won't do it.
Demon, by the way, I just want to let you know, Chrissy here is actually my buddy's wife's sister, so it's his sister-in-law. So it's her. Let's see. So it starts with me and Jim, and then there's Adrian, and then there's Megan, and then Megan's sister Chrissy and her fiance Jack, and then we've got some friends, Sammy and her boyfriend.
Yeah, she's trying to get him to propose to her, but he hasn't yet.
Okay, so her boyfriend Colin, and then sometimes we have our buddy Jacob on here. We do sometimes, every once in a while, we have our buddy Tim on here.
But it's usually mainly just me and Corey being dumbasses and talking.
Or playing games and Jim dying all the time. Sorry,
But
Jim,
yeah,
I had to throw you under the bus on that one.
I'd love to be able to play Phasmo.
You threw me in the bus, but your dumbass forgot it's in park, so I didn't get ran over. You're fine. But so another thing too is Demon. When I said he chases off women faster, real fast. That's not a joke. I was just stating a fact.
What the fuck ever? Shut up.
So
So anyway, Demon, if you're down, either send me a text, or if you have Discord, you're gonna need to have Discord. If you have it, if you have Discord, send me your Discord username and I'll add you.
And a working microphone.
Yeah, a working microphone or headset or something that you can use with a working microphone, so that we can get you in game chat.
Now, Chrissy, I make this offer to a lot of not a lot, but a few people that I think might be worth it. Do I need to build you a gaming PC?
I mean, the PC I've got right now costs me like $2,100.
And yet it crashes?
Mm-hmm.
How old
Can't
is
figure
it?
out why. How old is it?
Yeah.
Almost, actually 2 years old now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Corey, go get the laptop and mail it to me. I'll take a look at it for her. Because it could just have a simple driver issue.
It's kind of hard to do because she's in Virginia.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
were
in
close
Virginia,
to her.
he's in Kentucky, plus this isn't a laptop, it's a desktop.
No. Well, here's the sad thing is, I built Corey a computer, which it actually was a good PC because it was one of my first PCs I used to game on when I first started this channel, and I knew Corey would actually get good use out of it. Well, apparently, like the second time he used it, the board fried. So he now has a laptop.
Two of the capacitors on the board blew out, which then in turn destroyed the processor.
Which is funny is that actually it was 8th gen. What was it? i5, I think it was.
i5.
It was a good processor, and I was like, what the hell, really? It blew. I said, and the only thing he was able to manage to save off of it, which was the graphics card, which was a pretty.
I saved the RAM. I saved the graphics card.
Oh, so, okay, so you were able to save the RAM. Okay.
I saved all the fans. I saved.
Oh, so you saved quite a bit off of it then.
Yeah.
Okay, but the funny thing is,
but the board itself and the processor were
gone. Which
destroyed.
without those, it wouldn't run anyway. But the troll named Jacob that you saw in the picture, I built him a PC too. Now the kicker is he never got it because there is one thing I do, and I do it a lot. Is
do.
I do. But there's no. I will mess up and make fun of your last name horribly. Like him, his last name's Townsend. I call him Shipyard, Township, all these other names, just different combinations of different parts of his name. And when I sent him the PC, what did we put? Corey.
I don't even know.
Like
the package is gone now.
Corey Town Leader or Town Hobo or something like that.
I think you put like Town Yard or something.
Yeah, the town's shipyard. That's what it was. Sorry, I was just reading messages. And then, I mailed him all this stuff. I did the same thing for Jacob, but apparently where Jacob lives, they are cynical to him. Like I guess some people, they don't like his family or him because I sent it to him. It went to his post office, but as soon as they saw it, they're like, "Yeah, nope, fuck it," and it got lost in the mail. This is a fucking 80-pound gaming system I mailed out. Okay, the whole box had a camera, microphone, everything to get him set up, include keyboards, all stuff. To when he plugs it in, he can actually join us on PC gaming and record with us that day. But I'm thinking what it was is they said they lost it, but I think they opened it up and found what it was. I'm like, mine, And the only reason why we don't know where it's at or what happened is Nissa gave me the tracking number. I typed it into Messenger, sent it to him, and then threw the receipt away because I'm like, you know what? He has the copy. We're good. A couple days later, go by. I throw it away. Idiot forgot to save and write down the damn thing.
Jim, if you still have the conversation between you and Jacob, you still have the tracking number.
Our question is, I don't know if it will save it that far back automatically.
Oh yes, it will. I have fucking messenger conversations from like 2 years ago.
Okay, well that's gonna be a lot of searching. Because this is way back before November. Remember, did I send that out before or after?
I don't remember. I think it was after. I think. But yeah, if you go back and look, if you still have the conversation between you and Jacob specifically, go back and find it.
I'm gonna have to go find it. Yeah, because I still have our conversation. But so I do have parts here to build another gaming PC. Now it's not gonna be top of the line. You're not gonna be able to play the AAA titles, but you'll be able to play Phasmophobia and other games like that. Raft and everything with medium high settings. So you're gonna have like 1080p and all this stuff on it, but set to like 720p, you'll have a better time kind of deal. But it would have everything you need on it. The only thing I ask is pay shipping, and you got it.
I'll help pay shipping. Don't worry about it.
Because the PC I'm working on now was another redo for Jacob, trying to get him to join us on the PC side,
But he doesn't really fucking PC game. He enjoys his Xbox console.
I guess that's true. So if anybody
here's the thing. My PC is great. Like I can play like Red Dead, GTA, Valheim, Ark, all of those on it. No problem.
Huh?
It's just Phasmo that crashes it. And I don't know why. I've tried lowering the settings and everything.
I wonder if Phasmo had a bad install.
What's your GPU?
She don't know.
Remind me how I can find that out.
Go to your search bar and type in system information. Now it depends on how it reads it. Sometimes the system information will actually show what GPU you have. Sometimes they don't list it. Actually, matter of fact, I'll see with my mind if it has it on mine. Man, I know. Never mind. I don't want people to see me doing that. I don't want people to see my personal information on live stream.
So your GPU would be practically would be your processor.
Yeah.
All right, so I have an i7 9700 CPU.
9700. I think that's
8 cores.
Wait, actually, hold on. Wait. You said it's what it's a Intel i7.
It's an Intel i7 9700.
97 is it 9700 or 9700K?
9700.
Okay.
It should be a quad core.
It says 8 cores.
Oh, it's an 8 core. So that's definitely awesome.
I just want to
video
see
card,
it is. Why is my Google doing this?
I know my video card's an NVIDIA RTX 2070.
Nice.
Okay, so you do have a good components then. Why in the hell?
I'm like I just said though, I wonder if Phasmo had a bad install.
See, here's the thing. The first time that it crashed on me, I thought that might have been the case. Tried a couple more times and it kept crashing, so I uninstalled it and then reinstalled it because I had it through Steam.
Yeah, that's how we have it.
And it's still doing it.
I wonder if it's running specifically on ROM and not RAM.
Yeah, even online, it's saying it's bad or encrypted game data.
Which means it actually sounds like it's running straight. Like if it's doing that, it's running straight ROM.
When you go into it, do you click it from your Steam library or do you click from a desktop icon?
I've tried both ways.
Okay, because it says here one of the simple fixes is try launching it through Steam's library, not straight from your PC, but go through that.
I've tried doing it both ways, and it still keeps doing it.
Now, when you try to open it, do you click on the thing that just says specifically play Phasmophobia?
Oh, yeah. Because you can open up where it says play VR and other stuff. You might be clicking the wrong one. Ow.
No, I do just straight Phasmo. I don't do VR because I don't have a VR headset.
So does it actually like freeze your computer?
I get the blue screen of death. And it has to restart.
Do me a favor here. It says go launch Steam, go to your Steam library, right click Phasmophobia and select properties. Under the local files tab, click verify integrity of game files.
I would have to reinstall it because I currently have it uninstalled.
Because it says restart the game after the process is complete. There's been major issues with that because you might have a good game download, but there's miscommunication of the integrity of the game. So what it does is
in between the local files and the game itself.
Yeah. So what you need to do is reinstall it again. From you go to your go to your library, right click Phasmophobia and select properties. Under the local files tab, click verify integrity of games. Matter of fact, I'm going to share it real quick so you can see it. Not turn off my Alright.
Way to go, Jim, you fucking retard.
Now,
Someone's trying to ask you a question.
What?
How do you set a timer for the boys' TV?
Oh, I don't know how. I'll come look in a minute here. I didn't hear my headphones.
That's easy. That's easy.
So, if you look here, it says Fix 2. Launch Steam and go to your Steam library. Right-click Phasmophobia and select properties. And here's what you're going to be looking at when you get in there, okay? It says, under the local files tab, click Verify Integrity of Games. You see where it says that?
Okay.
So try that before giving up all hope.
All right. I'll go ahead and start downloading it by the time...
Oh.
Or start installing it.
Yep. So,
by the time end of this stream, it should be downloaded.
Speaking of the end of the stream, we actually have time for maybe one more story before we need to bounce off of here. The reason why I got bounced off, Corey, is, and I'm not working tomorrow, is, like I said, I'll explain to you later. We have the Iron Man marathon coming through, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And we found out today that the bicycle portion of it actually rides down the very road you have to turn off of to come into our lot. So even if I managed to find a way to get to the lot, there's no way for customers to get to us. And this thing's going to go on all day long. So and on Saturdays we're only opening from 8 to 2. It's a 6-hour shift. So for 6 hours, they are going to be riding bikes in that area because it's like a 2-mile swim, 109 bike ride, and then like 112 bike ride, and then how many swimming? Like 20.
No, swimming's 2, and it's a 20.
Not swimming, but I mean run. The run's like what?
28.2.
28.2. Yeah. So. And I saw the map today. Yeah, there's no way to even go the back way into our shop. It's all being taken up by the bike route. So, yeah, so I'm not working tomorrow. But I have been voluntold to go do the volunteer at the Ironman.
You enjoyed it. You said you definitely wanted to do it again, so don't complain.
Yeah, I do want to do it again in the fact of I get free shit. So.
Oh, shut up!
No, the reason why I say this, dude, guys, is you had to see it last time. The last Ironman back in October that we volunteered for went from like 5 in the morning to I think like 5 in the afternoon. It wasn't a late at all. By 5 o'clock is cut off. If you don't make it across the finish line, you don't make it, right?
It was just a championship.
And yeah, it was a smaller one. So, but we were part of what they call the aid station. We actually had tables set out with water, tables set out with Gatorade, tables set out with ice, a table set out with like snacks and food, keep their energies up and all that stuff. And it all was all the materials provided by and sponsored by what was it, like the local food
Ironman Foundation.
Oh, they did it all. Okay, so the Ironman brought all the stuff in, and they had like these 5-gallon jugs of lemon lime Gatorade concentrate, like this little one. It was lemon lime, hun. Yep, that's because I don't like the orange one. It was like a 1 gallon, and then you pour it into 5 gallons of water, and to make it. So
it's almost like using like the Mio.
Yep, it was, dude. It is called endurance because it has more salt in it, more electrolytes.
So salty.
Oh my god! I thought I'll take it home and use it for work because I sweat a lot at work.
I couldn't drink it at all.
But
hey Jim.
But
look at the chat real quick.
Gatorade, or I would have been in the
Look what Mom just said.
Corey's mom says hi.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Mom.
But
Chrissy, everybody calls my mom because everybody has a hard time pronouncing her first name.
No, I don't. I go the British route. She's mum.
Actually, Demon, yes, it's actually when normally we play. Most of the time, it's me and Jim, but we do get Adrian involved. Sometimes we do get his wife involved, and when she wants to play.
That was in the fridge.
Most of them it's just me and Jim, but we're always up for a group who wants to play. Even if you would just like want to play or something like that, like I said, just send me your Steam information and your Discord information. I'll add you on both, and then we can play Phasmo or whatnot. We can, yeah.
Now, another thing is there's a game on Steam on sale right now for like $4 or $5 called Devour. It's like up to like 5 players. We're gonna try that tomorrow if we can, but might not be tomorrow. Might be have to wait till Sunday because the Ironman, like I said, I got volunteered for our shift because it starts at like 5:30 in the morning and doesn't end till 1:30 a.m.
Oh, good lord!
So, but get back to the story before I forgot. You got interrupted with the Nissa. At the end of the race, we were all said and done because I was filling up the Gatorade and stuff and helping out wherever I could. He's like, "Hey, we need help. Can you guys help bring the product back to my house? Because the Ironman Foundation doesn't want this stuff back. So basically, we just got to store it at my house and find a way to get rid of it. So we haul like pallets worth of stuff back to his house, and he's like, "All right, guys, take what you want." I was like, "What?" He goes, "You help me out, take it back to my house. You can have whatever you want out of it." There's big baskets full of fruit, bananas, oranges, apples, all nice and ripe. There's huge bags of Lay's potato chips, man, like the freaking party size, I grabbed boxes of those. I grabbed boxes of the stupid ass Gatorade Endurance because I'm like, you know what, for work, fuck it, yeah, I'll use it. I have one of those big blue 5-gallon water jugs you buy at Walmart for like water storage, I filled that full and just drank out of that for like a week straight. I brought caffeine bars home, all this stuff, and he's like, this year, because it's the actual like big thing going on, I'm most likely be coming home with a shit ton of stuff again.
Hey, it helps you out in the end.
well, the way I look at it is, Christy don't know this, but a lot of the viewers and everybody does is, my doctors think I might be narcoleptic. I have these episodes where I just black out for no reason, and that's one reason I don't do my job in construction, because there's been times I woke up on the side of the road. I'm like, I'm lucky I didn't kill anybody, you know. But so the caffeine bars and the endurance and stuff like that, I took that all because, man, while I was at work, it helped. I was hoping it didn't let me, I didn't crash or anything, because I've gotten lucky, guys. In the last 5 years that this has been going on, I've woke up on the side of the road and everything, like hundreds of times. And it's just getting down and scary, because there's times where I feel it coming too, and I have to pull it myself. I'm like, okay, I can't, and just let it happen, you know? Sorry, I just now reading Demon's lengthy paragraph she typed in. Very informative. Realistically, I could listen to it all day. Well, I'm sorry, we're lazy. We're not going to be here that much longer. You're not going to hear us much longer. But
this video is sponsored by my favorite one of my favorite teas of all time.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Don't say non-sponsored. Otherwise, you're gonna get hit hard with that ding.
Yeah, it's non-sponsored. YouTube, calm the hell down.
But now, Demon, if you really want to listen to this retarded banter go on, go check my my channel, Tablet Gaming. Go check Corey's other channels. He has GT Gaming and SPI.
Yes, SPI also stands for Spiritual Paranormal Investigators, but it's actually on YouTube under s.p.i.
Now, I will say this one thing, though. That being said, go to mine first and stay there, because there ain't much there to look at on his, so fuck him.
Fuck you.
Hey, guess what? I threw you under the bus, but this time the bus is running.
That's alright. It wasn't in gear.
Damn it. He actually did a good one there. Good one, dude. You actually got it back. I was like stunned for a minute, like deer in the headlights going, fuck, you know.
Hey, but you know what? When I threw you under the bus like a year ago, that bitch was in reverse.
Yeah, which is funny, because I don't think you understood that. You threw me in front of the bus and then put it in reverse.
Yeah, but you know what? I later on figured out that you actually decided to lay in the front of the bus instead of behind us, so I put it in drive.
Which is the worst part, guys. The major insult was I laid under the wrong bus.
That was your fault for being full on retard.
It was one of those da-da moments.
I even told you the bus number, and then you're like, you switch the numbers around.
It's not fair, because the bus was called 6969. Well, I saw 9696 and thought that was a bus. You can't blame me.
I can completely blame you.
Well, I blame you too, but can we blame him, or
well, if you would actually listen to what I told you?
Where's some Chick-fil-A's?
All right, kids.
Mom, I'm telling.
I did it again.
So, you know what, guys? It is that time. This is actually one of the longest streams we've done. Well, no, there's that 4-hour one you did that you started 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching our stupid banter. Chrissy, thanks for joining us this time. And I'm actually amazed. I am amazed for such a bad connection you had in the beginning of the video. Like, the last hour has been crisp clear. Corey's one has been going in and out of scuzziness.
And we've actually been able to hear you through your microphone and not your webcam.
Well, like I said, I had to check some settings and realize what was going on.
Hey, Corey,
you fucking blonde.
Microphone.
It's red.
It's dyed. You dyed it. Hey, Corey, I forgot.
Actually, technically, it's naturally red. It's just I dyed it darker.
You do realize red is an offset to blonde, so there you go. No, but hey, Corey, I just realized you don't have to censor shit. I got almost a brand new microphone right here. all she
fucking cookie.
Actually, yes, please. Is it chocolate chip or is it double dutch?
It's white chocolate macadamia.
I have a recipe for snickerdoodles I'll make and send to you.
Oh, I can make some mean snickerdoodles.
Okay, you know.
But can you make Stacy's snickerdoodles?
I don't need hers. I got my own.
Now I'm hungry. You guys make me want some cookies. Now here's the thing is, okay, you know, we're gonna trade recipes, all three of us. You know why? My mom has a recipe that's been in the family for years for a kick-ass oatmeal raisin cookie. I'm so craving for it now. I'm gonna have to get that recipe again. I'm hungry now. Damn it.
Oh, here's one I should trade to both of you.
Hey, Corey, your mom says I'm a redhead too. I thought she was blonde.
No, mom's red.
Well,
Redhead unite.
I'm colorblind, so I don't know.
Yeah, mom's a redhead. You should fucking see her natural hair color when she was like 18.
We're not picking on blondes, Crystal. We're just stating facts. No matter how dumb they are.
But no, I should. If y'all want to trade recipes, I will gladly send the both of you my great grandmother's triple or double chocolate divinity fudge.
That's what we'll do. We're all going to trade out recipes. I'll give you both my mom and grandma's oatmeal raisin cookie recipe. You send out the snickerdoodle. Corey, you send out the not the white chocolate macadamia fucking thing. Yeah, the fudge one. And we'll send them to each other. So we each gets 2 different recipes coming to us.
Let me tell you this: the fudge, literally to make one batch of 5 or 8 pounds, takes 2 hours to make.
So your grandma's
My attention
cookies.
span's not long enough.
Yeah, your grandma's cookies basically is like a freaking solid maker. We won't shit for a week once we eat one cookie.
Oh no, it's not cookies. It's actually fudge.
Oh, well, fudge that.
And literally one little square. I'm not kidding you. The square, it's literally like this deep.
All right,
And
Corey, I can't. Well, okay, Crystal, I will agree with you. Raisins by themselves are, yeah, I don't care for them.
No,
okay?
fucking give me a box of raisins.
But, well, I do
Give
eat
me
snack,
a fucking
but
box of raisins.
they're not popular to me. I mean, I'll eat them if they're there, but I'm like, ooh, I'm not like, ooh, raisins. But in a good oatmeal cookie or a good cookie period, raisins are the bomb. Okay?
Mom did correct me. She said 5 pounds. So yeah, 5 pounds of fudge takes 2 hours to make, and you cannot walk away from it. You have to stand at it the entire time.
Crystal, I'll give you my mom's recipe. Make that first before you say yuck to raisins, because trust me, in that cookie, you're like, oh, without the.
When it comes to dried fruit snacks, my favorite thing to do is mix raisins and craisins.
I hate craisins. That's one thing, because I tried one what ruined me on
craisins?
It's a cranberry. Dried cranberry. Raisins are made from
Mix in
grapes.
some dried cherries too.
Oh fuck yeah!
What is dried cherries called? Ass blasters.
Dried cherries.
A pop period.
Ooh, my mom just reminded me. Grandma's haystacks.
Haystacks are good. I like haystacks. If they're done right.
My grandma would take the chow mein noodles.
Demon doesn't know what a haystack is.
Haystack. I'm getting ready to describe it. You take chow mein noodles, like the dry, like I don't know, the fried chow mein or fried chow mein.
No, it's not chow mein. It's specialized noodles made for the cookie. It's like a dough. It's not chow mein.
No, it's not. They're hard. They're crispy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I do too, but I don't think it's about chow mein. I just wanted something else.
Yeah, it's chow mein, because lo mein is the limp ones.
It is? Really?
Yeah.
So you take those, and then if you like any kind of like nuts, like peanuts or almonds or walnuts, pecans, whatever you want, or if you don't want them at all,
or these nuts.
And then what you do is you take butterscotch chips and you melt them, and then what you do is you take your all of your ingredients and you mix them up all together, and then you
bake haystacks.
And then they're no bakes. Literally, and all you do is you just take them and you bake it a big old spoon, and then you put it on a cookie sheet that's either greased, or you put it with like wax paper or parchment paper.
I didn't know it's chow mein.
And you just let them sit, and you let them kind of like just kind of set up, and they're fucking delicious.
All right, guys, you fucking suck. I'm hungry now. One
of my favorite things to do is
no more talk about food. God damn it!
Caramel apples.
Oh fuck! What?
Caramel apples.
Deep fried caramel apples. I've never heard of that.
Here's what you do with that.
Deep fried Twinkie and deep fried Oreo. Oh my god, I love them.
So the way you do deep fried caramel apples is you cut up an apple and you cut it into basically apple fries. So instead of like the slices around,
right, you just
like
put it like a potato press. You just gotta take a potato press and just
pretty much.
It looks like
and
a donut.
And then you take the I've always called them the Werther's caramels. They come in the little cellophane wrappers, little squares. And you flatten those out, and you roll it up around the apple slice. Dip it in dough, and deep fry it And then when you pull it out of the deep fryer, of course, wipe off the excess grease, and then roll it in cinnamon and sugar.
Absolutely. Or you can roll it in cinnamon sugar and top it with fucking confectioner's sugar.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Damn, what you guys said. I'm looking at these goddamn freaking deep fried apple rings.
And then what you do after you put the cinnamon sugar on it, then you just take caramel and you just drizzle over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
It's not a cookie or anything.
Waiting to happen.
I fell in love with a Pacific cream cheese filled pretzel.
We know you like cream filling.
Well, on the inside, not the outside. Fuck, that's your problem.
And something else. You know the bloomin' onions at the Outback Steakhouse?
And I like the ones that come from tacos, not goddamn sausages.
At Texas Roadhouse.
Do a bloomin' apple pie.
Ooh.
So you cut it like you would the bloomin' onion. So you could actually use the bloomin' onion cutter. Pull out the core, then dip it in funnel cake batter. Deep fried.
Yes.
Sprinkle cinnamon sugar and confectioner sugar over top of it, and then you have a little.
It's called bloomin' baked apples.
Well, we've always called it bloomin' apple pie, but you have the little rifkin of caramel set in the middle, like they do with the horseradish sauce for the bloomin' onion.
That. Oh
and you
my
just
God.
dip the apple slices in that.
That sounds amazing.
I have come across so many different recipes just trying to find stuff to cook for Jack that I literally have an entire folder on my computer just of recipes.
My mom actually makes monkey bread.
I want to come see your mom. Next time I'm in Kentucky, you're going to introduce me.
I will grab you up and put you in the truck.
Jack can stay at home.
Nah, he's got to come too.
Darn it. Fine, I guess he can come too.
But
he
has to ride in the back though.
Yes,
I
he
am
can ride in the bed of the truck.
I am so bookmarking this one.
Oh God! Now we're making him fucking look at you.
The bloomin' apple recipe that I just watched is food porn. I have a half chub.
You want to
for
know
it.
other food porn? Are either of you guys on TikTok?
Fuck
at all?
Yes.
Look up Quincy's Tavern.
I just started up the other day.
The stuff that he makes on that TikTok channel.
Okay. All right. So
D&D inspired, Jim.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna check it out then. Even though I wasn't listening to the end word you just said, so repeat it, please.
Quincy's Tavern.
I'll look it up. Adopt me, please.
Who's adopting you?
I don't know. It just came out of context. Monkey bread. I never heard of them. Laugh aloud. I love monkey bread. This is going to send me into a diabetic coma. LOL. Feed that and I'll take it. Please adopt me. Crystal, I am.
And Corey, I need to make you my brownies.
Are they special?
No.
No?
You need to have my lava brownies.
No. You need to have my Vienna sausage, deep fried pork belly potschnot. Sorry, I felt left out, so I had to make something up. Okay.
That sounds like a Dutch porn name.
It sounds like a Dutch nasty ass dish. Ugh.
Well, how do you make your lava brownies?
Okay.
He fucks them. Don't ask. It's a bad massage process. Ew.
Shut up, Jim. Continue, Corey.
So, I've only made them once, but what you do is you make a triple batter for a triple batch of brownies. Mm-hmm. Then what you do is when they're about half baked, you take a chocolate ganache sauce and you syringe it into like parts of the brownie batter. You syringe it in, and then you finish baking. And then when they're done, and then you bring them out and you let.
I had to definitely, guys. I'm sorry, but they're making me fucking hungry.
With mine, it's similar to the lava cake. Okay, I'll do this occasionally. You remember the perfect brownie pans that they used to make?
I'll be right back,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. Well, we've got one. So what I'll do, I'll make my brownies the way I normally do. And then, once they're, like, halfway baked, I'll take Hershey's Kisses and push down into them.
That would work.
And then finish baking them after that. And then I'll take, the chocolate that they use to make Buckeyes?
Yes.
The hardened chocolate?
Yeah.
I'll pour that over top of it.
Chocolate ganache.
Yeah, pour that over top of it, let it harden up, and then whenever you bite into it, you've got the runny chocolate, and then you've got the crispy chocolate, as well as the regular chocolate brownie.
He muted me. What?
Hmm?
My mom said he muted you, so I couldn't hear that.
So, I'll take the perfect brownie pan, and I'll make my brownies the way I normally do, which I have been told my brownies are to die for. I don't know. I can't really eat them. I can't eat chocolate. But, I'll bake them halfway, and then I'll push Hershey's Kisses. And then, like, for special holidays, so like for, St. Patrick's Day, I'll do the chocolate and mint swirls. Or for, like, Valentine's Day, I'll do the chocolate and cherry swirls. Stuff like that. Push it down in, let them bake up the rest of the way, and then pull the, little former thingy out, and then pour the chocolate ganache or whatever over top of it, let that harden up, and then when you pick one up and you bite into it, you've got the cakey brownie, you've got the melted Hershey's Kiss in the middle, and then you've got the hard chocolate ganache on top. Did Mom hear me that time?
Sounds like we just need to trade brownie recipes.
Well, see, here's the thing. With my brownies, I use box mix,
Right.
but I add a few different things to it. So, like, instead of...
I went through school. I went through foods class in school.
Mhm.
So, like, it's more natural for me to make it from scratch.
Yeah.
So, like, especially, like, when I was in school and I think I was in foods 1, I think. Not to be confused with beginning foods. It was beginning foods, foods 1, foods 2. I went through all 3 classes. Of course, it was a breeze for me because I've been cooking since I was like 8 years old. But we actually had to make we each had to make a cake of our own. And one of them, the one cake that I made, was a beehive cake. And what you do is
There's a real beehive. Don't let it fool you.
You take your scratch made cake mix, you bake it in a bowl, like a glass bowl, like a Pyrex bowl. And then we had to make homemade frosting, of course. So mine was a chocolate beehive cake with chocolate frosting, not icing, chocolate frosting. Okay.
Same thing.
And then no, sir, you are
Icing
wrong.
and frosting are two different things.
Bitch, I will reach this fucking computer.
When you're drunk and you're looking for a snack, it's the same thing.
Shut up. But what we ended up actually having to do was actually decorate these cakes. Well, I ended up actually making a second smaller cake to attach to the front to actually kind of make it look like a house kind of thing. And so what I did is I actually I took graham crackers and put on the front of it with the frosting behind it to make like glue to make it look like double doors. And then I took pretzels and kind of broke them in half or whatever sizes to make like windows on each side. And then I took little chocolate pieces on the cardboard that it was sitting on, and I took little chocolate pieces and made like a little walkway going up to it. And yeah, that thing was fucking rich. I mean,
apparently your door was made of chocolate.
No, it was not, Mother. It was made with graham cracker.
Apparently, you owe Crystal a cake. So, Crystal, thanks to you. Corey now owes everybody in this live video a cake.
Well, here's the thing with mine. Like I said, I use... Oh, is that kitty?
Corey, I told you to stop playing with your
brownie
pussy on camera.
More often than not, it's the Duncan Hines, but I can go with the Betty Crocker in a pinch. I don't particularly like to because to me, Duncan is more moist.
Were you actually?
I hate the sound of that word.
Were you actually planning to have the pun in there or no?
But instead of doing oil, I actually use cherry Coke.
Nice.
And what kind of cake is this?
Brownies.
Oh, brownies.
And it calls for I think 3 eggs, but I use 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk.
You guys got me hungry for cake and cookies now, and I don't have anything near me. The only
And
thing
then instead of water, I use milk.
Hmm.
And it makes it cakier and fudgier.
You know, I really hate you guys right now. I'm hungry for cookies and brownies and cakes and all, but I don't have anything soft around here. The closest thing I have is my soundproofing foam.
Would you rather I talk about the pasta bakes that Jack raves about?
Doesn't taste that good. But
I mean, I can start talking pasta now if you want.
Nah. Actually, we're supposed to be ending the stream here real quick because we already 2 hours and 20 minutes into it, and I got stuff to do before it gets too late. What a pretty girl. Huh? Oh, you're talking about your cat.
He looks like one of those evil masterminds petting his cat.
Come on, Corey, you gotta do this. Go. Oh,
Nope.
Never mind.
Kitty says no.
Corey's always chasing pussy away.
Ziva, I actually was a rescue that me and Ashley got last year. She was out on our windowsill.
He totally lied. He totally lied to himself about it too.
Shut up. But anyway, she was out in a thunderstorm. We brought her in. There's a whole big story on it. Anyway, but we decided to keep her. She's been to the vet. She's spayed. She's all that. She's got her shots, vaccines, blah 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 blah. But she loves like being pet. Like you can pet her all you want, but she is not a fan of being held.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can pick her up for like 30 seconds in a minute, and then she's done. She wants down. She doesn't want nothing to do with you. Like fine. Like
sounds like my cat. She loves to be petted. She'll hop up on the couch. If we're sitting outside on the couch, she's an outside cat. If we're sitting on one of the wicker couches, she'll hop up beside of us, lay down against our lap. We can pet her all we want. The minute we try to pick her up and put her in our lap, nope.
The funny thing is, what Corey didn't tell you is where he where he tied to him. Well, that's always hilarious. I try to copy what you look like, man, because for some reason I want people to laugh, right? So I see them laughing at your face all the time. I'm like, you know what? I need to copy that so I can get some laughs.
You can't be this sexy.
Is that with the lowercase s or a capital? Because boy, I don't think you can spell that word right.
You both got it wrong. Jack's sexier than both of you.
And it's not SEXY, it's SECKSY.
Here's a question: is he hornier than me? No, because I got that covered.
You've got literal horns on your hat.
Yeah, I'm always.
He hasn't had sex in 2 weeks.
On every hat that
I'm married. I haven't had sex in 5 years, so meh. Now
that's why he has a Playboy magazine.
I have a Playboy magazine.
Last I heard, they don't really have much nudity in those anymore.
They don't. They stopped making. They stopped making them. Last I heard, they don't do it no more. Now what he's not telling you is Ziva was only supposed to be here for like 2 weeks. Him and Ash were like, "Yep, you know what? We're gonna find her a good home." So she, because we can't keep her. We don't want to keep her. Blah blah blah. 2 weeks come and go. 2 weeks turn to 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then a couple months down the road, I'm like, Corey, you were supposed to find that cat at home. What happened to that? He goes, oh, we're still looking. Just kind of slumbering quietly. And here we are, a long-ass time later, and cat's still there.
Matter of fact, a year and...
Yeah.
That cat ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I told him, because...
She's family now.
She's... like, when I saw her... For being a white cat, dude, she's pretty as hell. I love cats. See, I grew up dating a girl in high school whose parents owned a wildlife sanctuary. So I grew up with tigers and all that stuff. So I love cats. And I knew when I saw Ziva, when Corey's like, yeah, she's a rescue, we're finding a home. I actually told him, like, you're not getting rid of that cat, dude. Trust me. I seen how you are. She's going to melt your heart within the next day or two. And sure enough... Ba-boom. And she is a pretty kitty.
It's a year and a month and a half I've had her.
See, I love cats, but there's one pet I do want to get over that. We have a dog here. and it's a
That's
fugly
an
little
ugly,
thing.
the ugliest fucking dog I've ever seen.
Well, it's so fugly, it makes it cute. You know, that kind of deal.
no,
It's a
no.
wiener
That
dog.
is as ugly as his ass fucking.
I guess the beauty is not the beholder, right? But it's half poodle, half wiener. So it's a Winnie Pooh. It's a long ass
Winnie Pooh.
butt dragging dog with curls, right? I want
ugly.
to.
It's got like gray and brown spots.
It's like he's like a reverse cheetah.
My dream
But-
dog is a Korski.
I would love to get another cat, but I'm holding off because I'm later down the road. I actually want to adopt some sugar bears or sugar gliders. I love those things. Those things are awesome. I mean,
Sugar
once
gliders are adorable.
once they
And the
imprint
thing
once they
is-
imprint to you, dude, they're yours.
Well, the thing is, with sugar gliders, also in some states, I know specifically Kentucky is one. You have to have a special license to own them.
Not here in Utah. We have breeders.
Virginia
and
is
everything.
one of them, too.
Utah's not. I checked into it because they were actually promoting them at the county fair like 2 years ago. And that's what got me started on the rabbit hole of those. Is I knew of a buddy that I worked with who had them, and I'm like, they're cute and all. But we were at the county fair one day, and I'm walking through the exhibit hall, seeing what vendors had to sell. All of a sudden, I felt something tug in my pocket. I'm like, what the fuck? Like somebody's putting their hand in my pocket. I turn around and there's just a guy wearing one of those like Steve Irwin outfits, khaki all around with the hat, and he's just giggling. And I'm like, what? And he goes, she likes you, man. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? And I feel my pocket just start scratching and moving. I'm like, what the hell? Look down, and there's a little head picking up, going, hi. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck are you? And it was so damn adorable. And he's like, apparently sugar gliders or sugar bears, however you want to call it, are actually
Sugar
have
gliders.
really good instincts on people's personalities. And I guess because without like pushing, the guy put his hand down like this towards my pocket, and she just went right into it. He didn't have to coerce him, that he said. So I'm like, okay. But at the time, I didn't have $250 to get one. I would just so love to have one.
Well, that's like the, I don't know if you really want to call them an amphibian or not, but the axolotls.
The fuck?
Here in Kentucky, you have to have a special permit for them. It's not necessarily like a state permit, but it's like an owner's permit kind of thing that you have to have for them. And then you also have to take them every 6 months. You have to take them in for a health checkup because they're so rare and everything. And it's just some people don't they just don't take care of them like they're supposed to. So they're requiring people in the state of Kentucky who own them, you have to take them in for a checkup.
The ones I'm looking at to adopt, here I'll share my screen, are these little guys, and they're so damn adorable. The breeder already sent me videos and everything with them, but they're right here. They're called Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh,
Look at them. I mean, they are so damn adorable. I mean, all of them look the same way, but these guys caught my attention. And I'm like, oh my god.
and you always want to get two because
Yep,
you want to have a companion.
Well, they're a social creature. I mean, they have to
Yeah,
have it.
you have to buy them in pairs.
No, you don't have to. It is recommended because if you work a lot and you're not home a lot to be its companion, it needs something else there to be a companion.
Yeah, and that's also like with when Ashley and I used to have our rats. They tell you to buy them in pairs because they are very social creatures.
It's the same thing with Danny Road. It's like we had robusky hamsters, and it's the same with them. By themselves, they were lazy slobs and they were vicious. Put them with a group, they're playful, fun, and stupid.
Yeah, we had
Corey.
we had 4
Yes,
rats.
like Corey.
We had.
I had a question.
We had 4 rats, and it actually went from those 4. They passed away. We got 4 more. They passed away. We got 4 more. Then we stopped. But one of the rats that I had, her name was Nyx. She would not go to anybody except me.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody could come over and they would stick their hand in the cage. And she'd run. She'd walk. She'd run away. She'd hide in a corner somewhere. As soon as I walked in, I'd be like, "Come here, Nyx. Come here." She'd run up to me. She'd start licking my hand. I mean, she would lick me like crazy, like a damn dog. She would lick and lick and lick and lick, and finally she'd crawl up on my hand. She'd crawl up on my shoulder, and she'd sit here and lick my neck. And she'd sit there.
Do you guys know what a gerbil is?
Yes, I know what a gerbil is, and I fucking hate gerbils.
I had gerbils when I was younger, named Romeo and Juliet, and Romeo was such a unique gerbil that I actually put him on my shoulder, and he stayed there until I did my arm to the door of the cage, and he'll just dip into the cage. Like,
Corey, question.
Yes. What's your question?
In Kentucky, because I know certain states you have to have a special permit for them. What is the regulations on owning ferrets in Kentucky?
You can just own them. There's nothing special about them here. It's just like Indiana. Indiana, you can buy them with nothing, with no worries or anything like that. You can just buy them.
See,
Some
ferrets are cute
because they're stinky.
Yeah, some ferrets are adorable, but they smell horrible. Now
you have to literally change their bedding daily.
Yeah, another animal that's
and that's why Jack will be required to do that. I'll take the dog out to use the bathroom, but he's going to be dealing with the ferrets.
Well, it also depends what kind of ferrets you get. There's different breeds.
All right, Crystal, you have a good night.
Yeah, we're gonna be ending this here soon ourselves because I gotta get off here shortly. But Mario's my buddy. Have a good night. Demon Crystal, thanks for joining us, guys. Crystal's leave, but not Demon. But the one other pet I think that make a good pet, but they require special treatment, just like ferrets, is a chinchilla.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically just a gigantic rodent, and the funny thing is, depending on what breed, just like ferrets, they have different personalities and different temperaments.
Corey, stop. Yeah, I know. With chinchillas, you don't give them regular water baths. They have to have dust baths.
It's a dust bath. They cannot. They're allergic to water, which I find funny.
What you do is you can go to Walmart and you can find the dust. You can find the container to put it in, and then you just get the dust stuff and you just throw it in
before. In Ohio, they had a county fair. You know those what is that arcade game where it's like stacking up blocks? The blocks move back and forth, and something similar to that. The block moves back and forth, and you have to stack it up until you get to minor prize. And then at that point, it was like, hey, you want a small prize, on the bottom, or do you want to go higher to get the major prize? And if you get to the major prize, was chinchillas. The smaller prizes were like little stuffed animals and everything. Well, my cousin and I won like 10 of them in a row, and they're like, okay, because it's like $2 a game. We played 10 times, won 10 chinchillas. The guys who owned the booth okay, you guys gotta stop. You took 10 of our things already. You only paid like $2 a piece. No more. And chinchillas aren't cheap. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
But what did I just do?
So I actually do want to say something real quick, and I'm actually.
Why is my sound?
I'm actually very proud of myself for this.
Did you actually do a sit-up for once?
Shut up. So before I started my job at where I work now, I'm not gonna actually throw it out there.
We already did that last week. Don't do it this time.
I was right around like the 255 mark. Okay. So last week when I weighed myself.
Oh, you're talking about weight? Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know you weighed that much.
Last week when I weighed myself, I was down to 218.
Nice. You're still a fat ass though to me, so you'll be my fat ass, okay?
I'll take that.
Wow.
But I've actually been feeling a lot. Like I'm feeling good. I've actually lost. I went down a pant size, so I've actually done that as well. I think I'm still kind of dropping that at this point because
your pants don't fit.
The new jeans that I just bought are actually now kind of a little bit loose on me, so I think I'm still in that process. But even like my work shirt, I haven't even changed out of my work shirt today. It's kind of gross, but this is a 2X, and it's like.
Speaking of
proud of you.
Yeah. Speaking of losing though, you're Chrissy, Missy, what's your name?
Chrissy.
Your tree on your screen looks like it's losing its leaves. What the fuck's going on?
Tree.
It looks like a tree up from my end.
You talking her dream catcher?
No, if you actually look the reflection on her bed behind you, can see she has a blue and white background.
Oh,
but it looks
on
like
a computer.
Yeah, and that's it. It looks like a tree losing its leaves. Oh, you're actually putting up
screen share.
Oh, I was actually.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That is definitely different than it looks like to me.
Yeah, that's my background.
So
What
before.
the hell Windows are you running?
Windows 10.
Okay, I'll say don't get to 11. It's horrible.
That
I
does not
tried
look like
it.
10.
Windows 11 is horrible. Before we start into the stream here, I'm going to show you guys a little friendship that I'm like, it makes me, of all people, go, aww, you know? But it is. This one right here. It is called the friendship of a sugar glider, Robusky hamster, and a pom-pom.
A Pomeranian?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen so many animals like that actually coexist. Different species. That hamster's like, get the fuck away from me, you're gonna bite me. What the fuck? Ah, don't make it bite me. Ah! I don't know. I love little animals. I don't know why. These little things are... That looks like a wolf, like a fox, not a Pomeranian.
I know.
It looks like a freaking fox. Okay, we're gonna get off this. I just had to show you that stupid little friendship thing between all three animals. It's so... Alright,
It's
I'm
adorable.
done.
Oh, Corey, you were talking about how you've lost weight.
Yes, ma'am.
I
I've
gained
actually
weight.
gained weight, which isn't good because I went from weighing over 300 pounds at Megan's graduation back in, I think, 2018. I think's when she graduated. When she and Adrian graduated.
Huh.
Down to 156. Now, it took me
Nice.
about 4 years to do it, but
Well, that's good, though.
however, where I injured my knee back in November and haven't really been able to be all that active because I've been on the crutch and everything, I've actually gained 20 pounds.
So I'm actually kind of curious, what did you do to your knee?
Okay, so basically last April, I had surgery on my left knee
Mm-hmm.
to have arthritis scraped off. Because when I was younger, I did a lot of sports, did
Ow.
gymnastics, cheerleading, softball. During softball, I played hind catcher. So you can imagine there was a lot of jumping up and squatting down and all that
Absolutely.
stuff. Played basketball, played volleyball. With volleyball, there's a lot of diving for the ball, so my knees were constantly hitting the floor, despite the fact that I had knee pads on. So I did a lot of damage to my knees and ended up with arthritis in them. I went to an orthopedist. They did an MRI, and it turned out that at the age of 36, I had the knees of a 76-year-old.
Cool.
So they had to go in. My left knee was worse than my right knee. They had to go in and do an arthroscopy, scrape all of that junk out, everything like that. I was fine, went back to work in July of last year. And then in November, I was working at a candle factory. And at that candle factory, they made tea lights, jar candles, wax melts, all different kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was working on the tea light line. And when we would have messed up packs, we would take those packs back up to the front, have the good candles put back on the line to be repackaged, and the bad candles would be thrown in for recycling.
Right.
I picked up a stack of about 10 50 packs. 10 packs with 50 candles in each.
Right.
Went to carry them up to the front so that they could be reworked. Didn't see a black tote box filled with hardened wax in the floor. That should not have been there. I tripped over the tote box. Messed up my left knee. Found out tea light packs are really soft when you land on them boob first. But, I have been on a crutch since then. And that happened on November 8th.
That
I can
sucks
walk
ass.
up to 25 feet without a crutch. After that, nah. It hurts too much to do. 25 feet is
crazy.
better than what it was when I first heard it, though. When I first heard it, I couldn't walk without the crutch at all.
That's
However-
crazy.
Yeah. They can't figure out what's wrong. They said that there's nothing wrong with the bones. They've done x-rays. The only thing they haven't done is an MRI yet to see if something happened with the tendons, ligaments, and my meniscus.
Right.
Workers, because it happened at work, it was a workers' comp case. Workers' comp refused to pay for an MRI.
Really?
The fuck?
It's a workman's comp. How come they didn't?
They refused to pay for an MRI. They wanted me to do a year's worth of physical therapy. But I had to go back to my orthopedist every 4 weeks to get a note saying that I was still supposed to be on light duty, which was having me work in the office rather than out on the production floor. My orthopedist couldn't get me in every 4 weeks because he is that backed up. Like, he had to make a special exception to get me in to begin with. Back the beginning of April 8th, I got laid off from that job, which means my workers' comp is now terminated.
That's fucked up.
No,
So I can't go back to the orthopedist.
You can actually fight that. My grandfather did the same thing. You can actually fight it, and most likely will win. I had to do the same thing for me too on my workman's comp case, because I got injured with my wrist, and they let me go afterwards, and so for like literally just to keep for a few weeks afterwards, I was fighting them to keep my unemployment because like, oh no, he got terminated, we're not paying unemployment anymore. I'm like, no, you fired me for stupid reasons over this injury, and I took it to courts, and the judge was like, yeah, you guys are moron. He wins, and I won the case, and I got my unemployment.
Well, I know my mom and my stepdad are looking into workers' comp lawyers for me. So, the only problem is Virginia is a right-to-work state.
So is Utah. It's a pain in the ass.
So, they're not sure how it's going to work. Because I actually, because I got laid off, because company downsizing, they were going to pay me unemployment. Well, they filed it wrong. And when I went to sign up for the unemployment, it asked if I had any workers' comp or anything like that. I put that I did, and it kicked me out, saying that I was lying.
Well,
so
who kicked you out on that?
The unemployment website that we have to go through. So when my
call
job,
in and talk to him on that because I think it's just BS. That's stupid.
So what Jack and I think happened is the company is when they lay people off, they are supposed to report to the unemployment commission. Excuse me. The reason why, and if that worker is going to have any vacation time coming to them, any workers' comp issues, that kind of thing. We think that they just didn't put down that I was on workers' comp at the time. So, I mean, I did get my vacation. I got paid for coming down for Megan and Adrian's wedding, so that was a good thing. But, yeah. So we're working on that. Luckily, it looks like I'll have a job within the next couple of weeks, though.
Well, that's cool.
That's good.
So last week I put in an application at the place that Jack works for a secretary's position that they have open. And from what Jack has told me, and from what Jack's boss has told me, because I'm apparently friends with him on Facebook, they will be calling me within the next week or two for an interview, and there is a 98% chance I'll be hired for it.
Cool.
And it's office work, so I'll be able to sit on my butt and work on a computer all day.
Hey, join us, become a YouTuber, and do that.
I would. My family would frown on it, though.
Oh, whatever. It's your choice. It's on you, you know. But we are going to have to end it here, guys. We've been on this for almost over 2.5 hours. So, guys,
my fault.
Actually, it's all. But like I say, we'll just jib-jab a lot on this. This is why when we do it, we're like, you know what? We try to plan what we're going to do on this, you know. Like, we're supposed to, you know, Monday, FaceTime or talk to each other, and then set it up what we're going to be doing and all that stuff and get it ready to go. Nope, it comes Friday, about 20 minutes before the stream. What are we doing today, dude? What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's just talk. Want to play Phasmophobia? Sure. There you go. You know, that's no planning. We actually planned this one out, but literally I spaced and forgot what we were supposed to be talking about when we did it, and actually started to change the subject. And Corey's like, were we supposed to do this? And I was like, oh, yeah, we were. Oops, you know.
That's the whole reason I'm in here.
Ugh, I'm sorry for you.
We'll have to do another.
You had to look at Corey and I's ugly mug the whole night. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll have to do another ghost story stream so that Jack can be in it.
I was gonna say this time bring Jack. Actually, what we need to do is get Devour for you guys and play. It's another horror game. And,
he would love it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not much on horror games.
Neither is Kellen.
He loves them.
My oldest son, Kellen, actually joined Corey and I playing Phasmophobia, and he was like, he was jumping hardcore.
See, usually when I can get Phasmophobia to work, I stay in the
truck
watching the cameras.
We try to alternate out depending on your sanity.
Apparition on this camera, you need to go to this room. So.
Yeah, Corey and I, we have our own set ways of playing, don't we? Like when you go in there, we'll just go straight hardcore. We need to ease up, like we need to let the ghost hunt us more before we learn what it is, so we can get more entertainment out of it, more watchability, you know? Because we'll go in there.
You can die first.
I always die first, except for that one time I actually went after Adrian for once. I was like, yay, and then I died second.
Yes, Demon. It is every Friday, unless otherwise announced. If it's going to be a day late, we will put an announcement video out saying, "Hey, this will be."
There's only
tomorrow.
one time it was ever really a day late, and that was like 2 weeks ago during Adrian's wedding.
Yes.
So we actually ended up blowing it. Well, it wasn't during his wedding; it's because of his the bachelor party or whatever the night before. So
yeah.
We ended up not doing
because we had the rehearsal and the rehearsal dinner afterwards, and then we had the bachelor party. And,
So,
which turned out to be a D&D campaign, and I'm jealous.
So what we did is, we'd end up doing it Saturday, and then Corey talked about the wedding, and so did Adrian. Adrian joined us that time. But there's no set time. It's because I have a big family, and we got a lot of stuff to do before I can get to the live stream, and usually it's involving me tugging them in. Otherwise,
now let me correct him on this. He has a wife and 3 hellions.
Yeah, technically 4 hellions if you think about it.
Well, yeah, because your wife's a hellion too.
Hey, that's probably why I married her. But yeah, it's every Friday. We try to do entertaining things, but it's usually just we end up talking BS like we're doing now. We started with this subject, and then quickly derail that subject and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Demon, like I said, you can send me your information for Discord and Steam. I can add you, and then that way, if you want to join in, you absolutely can. And then that way, we can have more people. We can have more people to play with, and if you want to just kind of join in and shoot the shit with us, like we sometimes do. I was not going to try and say a lot of times, but if we sometimes do shoot the shit, talk some bullshit, talk random shit that we don't even know what the hell we're talking about. Hey, come join us.
Yep. And the one thing I will bring up is, no, we will not play Among Us.
Goose Goose Duck is a good one, though.
Yeah, we played that before. Goose Goose Duck is a weird one. I have to get used to it. But we do play a lot of good games. Now, I'll get back on topic again. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Do me a favor, though. Before we leave, look down. Is that subscribe button red? Oh, it is. Click it. That and turn it, was it white or gray? I can't remember what it does.
It's gray.
Gray. Turns gray.
Guys,
and it means you're subscribed.
And let me ask this, though. Also, that notification bell, is it turned on? It's not.
That's his friend.
Punch it.
Yep.
Turn it on.
You need do what Chrissy said. You need to punch it, and then you need to select all. It's the very top option. Select all. Hey, that's a good idea there.
Or personalized.
It helps them out.
Now, the thing is, you cannot adopt the like button and the subscribe button what do you call it? The thumbs up and the subscribe button without the like button. You have to hit that thumbs up. You have to. It's just a rite of passage, Just like on a boat, you go ding ding when you come into port. You have to hit that like button when you come to a video, right?
Right.
Chrissy, am I forgetting anything?
Give it a like if you want me to be back on here again.
No.
Why did all of our we're negative likes now? What the hell?
Leave a comment if you want Chrissy back.
Yes.
All of them. All the comments. How many of them? All of them.
Well, Demon just said, dope, I'm down.
Sweet. which I can get her information because I have her on Snap and text. So
I
that's
think that's out of context, but it'll work just for what we want.
But yeah, so definitely smash the subscribe.
That's my slogan, believe it or not.
Then you take that and you wrap that around your hand. You punch that damn fucking notification bell.
No, don't, because they'll press charges like last time. I can't afford that. He actually
We'll
has.
bail you out.
Then you take that notification bell, and then you just take it and you hit the like button with it.
Real quick.
And then you leave a comment.
Speaking of comments, what does Angel mean? I want Chris's back? ?
I have no idea what she means by that.
Is she drunk like me?
She probably might be.
Oh, speaking of which, I don't know how the fuck I got on this topic, but there's a new device I want to try called the Lavono. It's a infuser. It can actually infuse CBD, hemp, weed, whatever you want, into gummies, cookies, brownies, whatever. And it's like $300, but it infuses it all where you can't tell. And I'm like, it makes like gummy candies and it makes cookies, and they actually have an ad for it on YouTube. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to try one. So, guys, with everything we just said, as always, you want to do it more audible so we can actually understand what the fuck you just said?
Luke, I am your father.
Did you just say Luke ate your father? You cannibalistic bastard.
She said she wants Chrissy back. Well, that means you got to leave it. Well, you've left plenty of comments, so yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I think she's okay.
I'll definitely be back.
I don't think her ass is that bad, but that's just a look feature, I guess. Okay, guys.
What ass? I don't have one.
That's probably why you join us, because we all don't have asses here. All of our pants are held on by a belt with like, please help me,
Actually, mine's held on by a tank top, but okay.
Don't put images in my mind I don't need there, damn it. But guys, with everything we just said, as always,
I got one thing left to say.
As always,
welcome to the neighborhood.
Peace.
Neighborhood? I thought it was family.
That's my
That's for Tabulous Gaming.
That's for Tabulous Gaming.
Oh, okay.
It's welcome to the neighborhood for the township.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then for
I'll
SPI,
eventually learn it all.
And then for SPI, it's